The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Good evening, everyone, from Lafayette High School in Lexington. Welcome to our broadcast of Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod. Tonight, it's the homestanding Lafayette Generals against the visiting Tates Creek Commodores in an important district matchup. I'm Keith Elkins, along with KJ Jones. Tonight, we'll be bringing the action here on Glycod, and we welcome you to our broadcast on a beautiful, if somewhat cool evening. And KJ, this is a big game coming up for both of these teams, and we've said it before in some other games that may turn out to have some lopsided outcomes, but this one really shapes up as a very competitive ball game.
It does. Two Lexington schools here, so they play each other often, and then also a district play, so this can have big implications on playoff seeding and having home field advantage, so a really big one here tonight.
And, of course, when you get into an intra-city matchup, the players have known each other, have met and played against each other in other situations and maybe even other sports before, so that always adds a little bit to it too, doesn't it?
It does, especially like you said, when you kind of know the other team, and it just puts a little bit more weight on the game because you want to have that edge over the other guys.
And the teams have had some tough defeats this year, but right now Lafayette comes in on a 3-game winning streak, and Tates Creek won its last ball game as well, so things are on the upswing for both schools at this point.
Yeah, both teams with some momentum coming into this game, so they just want to capitalize on what they did well in their last win and just come out tonight and execute.
Well, we expect it to be a beautiful night for football. Let's take a look at tonight's weather forecast presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. They offer the right equipment for the right job. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, 1111 Winchester Road. We've got a temperature of 63 degrees right now, still bright sunshine here in the early evening. The players may have to contend with that for part of this ball game, but we expect it to remain clear, if somewhat cool tonight. The temperature will dip into the 50s as we go along in this game, and probably will finish up tonight in the mid-50s as far as temperature is concerned. But it is a beautiful evening for football in mid-October, and we are looking forward to this one between Tates Creek and Lafayette. Back with more of our pregame show in just a moment. We'll have interviews with both coaches and take a look at the keys to the game as well before we get started tonight here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Talking with Coach Jonathan Hawks of Tates Creek. Coach had a good close win in a district ball game last week. Tell me how your team is. What was the key to that?
Yes, sir. Just being off a couple of weeks, kids been, a little rusty, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I thought Dunbar came out and did a great job, and our kids, trying to get back into the game rhythm. I thought they executed pretty well, and just, some things we had to work on throughout the week to get better for this game. But overall, I was proud of our kids because we're still young and we're still developing, but they grew up, last week, staying together, playing together, and finishing out that game.
B.J. Evans is having a terrific year for you, up among the leaders in 6A in rushing. Tell me what makes him such a good player.
He's just a passionate football player. He brings a lot of guys with him. A lot of guys want to play for him and with him. So I just think his leadership as a captain on the team, I think it just is really igniting a lot of our kids around him too.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to see improved at this point? What's at the top of your list at this stage of the season?
Well, I got a challenge for my guy, my quarterback, right? I told him, I said, man, execute a little bit better. My challenge to him tonight is to go out and manage this offense. He has a lot of good weapons around him, and I'm talking about Darnell Burnside. He has a really great cast of guys around him, and I know we can utilize those guys and utilize their strengths and really do some special things. And so there's some things I want him to just do better this game that we needed to build on from last game. And I think if we can do that, offensively, we'll be a whole lot better.
Has it been a good week in practice following the win?
It's been a really good last 3 weeks of practice. Our kids have gotten better each week. And like I said, just that youth, right? People not understanding, that didn't play last year. How many times teams played us hard last year, but we were still a team that people were kind of looking at as a growing program, right? But now in year 3, a lot of teams are coming out and saying, okay, well, this team is one of the best around, and they play us like that. So our kids are learning how to play very, very hard football against every opponent, not just the ones that they think, we're supposed to just beat or supposed to beat us. They're coming out every game now, knowing we have to play fast and hard every snap against any team.
Anything in particular that you say is needed for a win over Lafayette tonight?
Man, we better come out and execute. That's a really good ball club on the other side, and that coach is a really great coach, and Coach Lawson. And I expect him to have those guys ready, but our kids got to come out and fight tonight because Lafayette will, their record, it speaks for itself. They won 4 tough games, and I think they'll come out tonight and try to get another one. And so we got to be prepared for it and play really hard. And whoever wins, will be because they played their butts off. I promise you that.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back on Glycod.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. college for your world.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Welcome back to Lafayette High School. Game time nears between Lafayette and Tates Creek. Good to have you with us tonight. I'm Keith Elkins, KJ Jones alongside, Katie Adkins and Chris McGilligan are our co-producers tonight. And let's take a look at tonight's Keys to the Game. The Keys to the Game are presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts availability and unmatched service, all while glorifying Jesus Christ and building relationships. KJ, how do you see it tonight as far as Keys to the Game?
Tonight for Tates Creek, they'll need to get some defensive stops. They're allowing almost 35 points a game, about 5 touchdowns a game, and that's just not a recipe for winning. And then getting B.J. Evans going. He's 3rd and 6A rushing with 838 yards, so that'll be a big key. And then also slowing the Lafayette pass game. They rely heavily on their pass game, so just locking down the receivers.
And for the Generals, they've won 3 in a row. They're coming in on the uptick.
Yeah, for the Generals, ball protection, that'll be key. They have almost 2 turnovers a game, so that'll be something that they really need to take care of today. You can't really win games turning the ball over and just loading the box on defense. As I said, B.J. Evans, 3rd and 6A in rushing yards, so I really need to stop him down to be able to slow this Tates Creek offense. And then offensive efficiency. Tates Creek's not very good defensive team, so just follow the game plan and protect the ball, and I think they have a pretty good chance of winning tonight.
Lafayette and Tates Creek coming up. This broadcast is authorized by Lafayette High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. We'll take another break here and be back with more on our pregame show as we continue from Lafayette on Glycod.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep-sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Opportunity to win that game. And once again, they're just working towards their purpose now. And they understand now how to win. We just got to keep growing in that area. And the last couple of games, we actually did that. And we're hoping to continue to do that tonight.
And how would you describe the development over the season? Was there sort of a breakthrough there along about that DeSales game, or has it been a steady progress for you?
It's been pretty steady. I mean, we hit a roadblock with Connor. But other than that, every game we've been in, I think we've competed very well. And I think we just had to learn how to execute at the right times. Early on in the season, we weren't executing at the right time. Late on, last 3 games, we've actually executed when we needed to, and it's given us an opportunity to win games that we have.
We saw your team on Glycod back very early in the season. In fact, the first game back in August. And, of course, there's a lot of progress to be made during that time. And I asked you about players to watch at that time, but now we're in mid to late October. What about players to watch on your team at this point of the season?
You know what? I'm just going to say that, again, and I do this all the time, my team, they're so well balanced for the most part. And when they play well as a team, it's all about our team. So do I have any super standout guys? No. If you look at our stats sometimes, it's very, very balanced. And so I'm going to keep promoting the fact that I have great consistency on defense. And we need to get a little bit better execution on offense. But if we do that, I have 2 or 3 guys that can be playmakers. So I'm waiting and excited to see who's going to show up tonight.
And, of course, it is district play now, and you go against a city rival in Tates Creek, and that's always a big game around the schools. And I'm sure a lot of the players are good friends and rivals in a good-natured way. But tonight they put it on the field. What's that like for you?
It's a fun competition. I have a lot of respect for Hawks and his crew over there. And, you know, we didn't fare well against them last year, but at the same time, we have a lot of respect for each other. And the guys do love playing against you. We love these district games because they're so competitive, they're so fun, and there's always a little bit of back and forth. But generally, most of the time, it's good competition, and we're out there really to help build the whole district up and keep winning. And so I think it's just going to be a fun atmosphere tonight.
Well, what's needed for a Lafayette win tonight?
Consistency on both sides of the ball. So if we can just stop the run, because they have a great run game over there, and we can be consistent on offense, we can do great things tonight.
All right, thanks a lot, and good luck tonight.
Thanks, sir.
We'll be right back on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344. 834-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Just a few minutes away from game time here at Lafayette High School tonight. A beautiful evening for football. The temperature is going to be around 60 degrees at kickoff. Clear skies tonight. We expect that to continue throughout the ball game tonight, even as the temperature begins to dip just a little bit. A great fall evening for football tonight. And as you take a look at the starting lineups, we'll tell you that tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Roosters, a fun, casual place and a great place to watch tonight's game on Glycod. Visit any of their 3 Central Kentucky locations or order online at roosterswings.com. And KJ, when you look at this Tates Creek team, of course, B.J. Evans' numbers really pop out at you. He's wearing number 2, and he's a 5'10", 200-pound junior. You can tell from those numbers that he's a very powerful runner, but he has speed, and he has really put up some impressive numbers this year.
He has, and to be the 3rd rusher in the highest class in Kentucky, I mean, that's saying a lot right there. So he's a guy that I'm really excited to see tonight, and I think that he's going to have a really big game.
He's got 94 carries, 838 yards, and 13 rushing touchdowns this year. He's 3rd in Class 6A, as KJ mentioned, behind Kalen Washington of Bryan Station, who leads with 897. Chase Burton of Mayle is at 844. Also on the Tates Creek offense, Darnell Burnside, the quarterback, and Coach Hawks mentioned to us in the pregame that he has challenged Burnside. He wants him to step his game up. He feels like he has the potential to do that, but they need him to do that, don't they?
They do, and he's a dynamic quarterback. He can run run and he can also throw the ball. And he has two dynamic receivers in Luke Cooper and JT Cooper, twin brothers. So just being able to see him get the ball out to those guys and also being able to use his legs, I'm excited to watch him tonight.
And on the Lafayette side, you heard Coach John Lawson say in his pregame interview that he's got a lot of guys that he thinks who can make plays, doesn't really want to single anybody out at this point, but maybe not a superstar in this Lafayette team, but some guys, several guys that you have to watch out for.
Yeah, and just playing team ball, like he said, just a balanced offensive attack when everybody's working together to get the job done, that's when you really win games. So like he said, no standout guys, but just some good team ball over there.
All right, we'll take our final pregame break here at Lafayette as the Generals come onto the field to the cheers of this home crowd. And we'll be right back in just a moment. We'll have the start of the game for you. Lafayette and Tates Creek coming up on Glycod.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School football, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. Tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky, Community Action Council, New Vista, Tech 24, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, and Fast Signs. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School football. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Just about set to go at Lafayette. Glad you've joined us for tonight's Central Kentucky High School football action on Glycod. I'm Keith Elkins, KJ Jones alongside as Lafayette takes on Tates Creek in what we believe will be a pretty competitive ball game tonight. And both teams coming into this game on a positive note. Tates Creek with a win last week over Dunbar, and Lafayette also has won their last three in a row now. Lafayette has beaten Henry Clay, Moore, and West Jessamine coming into this one. And Tates Creek, as mentioned, had that win over Dunbar last week. Tates Creek comes in at 3-3, 1-0 in 6A District 7, and Lafayette on the year 4-3, 1-0 in 6A District 7. KJ Jones played on a state championship male team back in 2015. In fact, I think you beat Lafayette in the championship game, right?
Yeah, we did. We actually beat Lafayette down in Western Kentucky for the championship game.
Well, it had to start in district play. That's where everything gets going, and so you focus on these rivalry games, and it does mean a lot, and it means a lot to play guys you know from across town too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. And the district play, it's always the best play. And just facing teams in your own city, like I said, you just want to have that up on the other guys because I'm pretty sure they're probably just about all friends off the field. So you just want to be able to talk that smack to your friends and let them know that you beat them down on the field.
Well, we got, as we've mentioned, a beautiful night for football, a good crowd gathering here to watch Tates Creek and Lafayette tonight as they each try to get their second win in district play. Coach John Lawson in his third year at Lafayette. The record just 6-23, but he's got 4 of those wins this year and has the Generals on the upswing coming into this ball game. He was a longtime assistant coach at Lafayette, played in high school back in Missouri, where he's from, and then played in college at Missouri Western and at Kentucky back in the late 80s and early 90s. So he is in his third year at Lafayette, and Coach Jonathan Hawks also in his third season at Tates Creek, a 16-14 mark for him. He was an assistant coach at Tates Creek 2011 to 2021. So both of these guys, KJ, have been around their programs for a long time, and that should have helped, I would think, in the continuity. But they've established their own head coaching situations now, too.
Yeah, when you've been around a program that long, like you said, you have that stability in there, and guys just know that you've been with the program for a long time, so it just helps bring camaraderie within the team.
Well, we're just about ready for football, but we will have our national anthem prior to the ball game, of course, and so we'll pause for that as we have the national anthem here at Lafayette High School prior to Lafayette and Tates Creek meeting on the football field tonight on Glycott. So stay with us, our national anthem.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Playing of our national anthem by the Lafayette High School Marching Band. And that will just about take us to game time. We'll tell you about our officials before we get started. Our referee tonight is Danny Brown. Umpire is Eric Hemmelbach. The head linesman Bob Howard. The line judge Shane Smith. And the back judge is Chad Young. And KJ, as we prepare to get started here, we had bright sunshine all afternoon and extending into the early evening, but it looks like just a small patch of the field tonight would be affected where a defensive back or receiver has to turn back and look for that football. So the sun, not too much an influence as we get started at this 6:30 Eastern Time kickoff.
Yeah, but the ball can get lost in the bright sunshine, like you said, so just being aware of where you're at on the field and just trying to keep your eye on the ball out there.
Lafayette back to receive. Kristen Taylor back there along with Christian Giannone. And the kick coming from Blake Hitchcock, and it is taken at about the 10-yard line up to short of the 20-yard line. Good coverage by Tates Creek, and Tristan Taylor on the return for Lafayette, and good coverage, good hustle by Tates Creek on the special team.
For sure. Didn't really see much blocking out there from Lafayette. That Tates Creek did a good job getting down there and getting to the ball.
So the Generals will have it first. Rance Payton, the senior quarterback, 6-footer, 210. Will be wearing number 17, J.J. Richardson. Player to watch in that backfield, and also Jackson Stevens. Ready for our first play from scrimmage tonight from about the 17-yard line. Payton fires it over the middle, and it's broken up out near the 35-yard line. Tates Creek defense, Zion Brown.
Look like Lafayette here, or Tates Creek here, coming off in a man blitz right there. As you've seen some pressure from the outside, and looks like he was trying to get his guy Kay Locklear on the crossing route right there, but just unable to get it to him, and almost picked off right there for Tates Creek.
Yeah, there was Rikus Greer on the defense. He had the sophomore, and he reached in with a hand, broke that up, and maybe another stride. He might have had a pick on that one. But it's now 2nd down and 10 for the Generals. The snap and the hand goes to Stevens. He gets across the 15 to about the 18. A flag comes in.
And again, you see Tates Creek coming with the linebacker blitz on this play, so it's clear the game plan is to put some pressure on that Lafayette offense and get them out of rhythm. Looks like maybe a face mask call here.
It looked like the head turned a little bit as someone reached for him as he was making his progress on that run. So we'll see what the call is and where this one will go. It is a face mask, and face mask penalty against Tates Creek.
And that penalty is really just a killer. You get 2 good stops on the first 2 plays and then a 15-yard penalty to give Lafayette a first down.
So that will give the Generals some room now, and they'll have a first down coming up from the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 Generals just underway at Lafayette. Glad you've joined us on Glycod tonight. Lafayette in the blue uniforms with the white numerals, white pants for the Generals. Tates Creek in white with the maroon numerals, white helmets for both teams tonight. Here's the snap, and the left-hander Peyton fires and got his man coming across the middle there. That is Jackson Grants with the catch, the sophomore receiver. And I think another first down.
And I think Lafayette noticed that Tates Creek was bringing pressure on the first 2 plays, so just coming out with the screen right there, the excellent call for a blitz, and right there just going with the smoke screen and picking up a good gain.
So they're spotted now at the 31-yard line in Lafayette territory. The Generals helped out by the penalty and now are on the move. Peyton in the backfield. That's Stevens behind him. The snap, and Stevens takes the handoff, gets across the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And a simple inside zone right there, and really good job by the Tates Creek defensive front right there getting the stop.
Jackson Stevens, 5'10", 165 pounds, and a senior. Carried the ball on that play. Here is Peyton, the quarterback, 71 of 129 passing this year. He's a verbal commitment to the University of Kentucky for their baseball program. Backs on either side of Peyton. He takes it, gives it to Taylor. Now Taylor's going to throw, and he's got his man. That is Locklear across the 50-yard line down to about the 47.
I like the play call right there from Lafayette, coming out with a little bit of trickery, just a halfback pass, and Tates Creek defense wasn't ready for it and able to pick up a first down there.
Well, Taylor throwing the pass that time. Cale Locklear made the catch, the junior. His 9th catch of the year, had 118 yards receptions for Taylor coming into this ball game. Another first down for Lafayette, and they are at midfield. That's Taylor in motion, and the hand straight ahead, and not much there that time, maybe a yard gain. Stevens again.
And you see there a little bit of jet motion action, try to get the defense's eyes looking and just going to the simple halfback zone, but the defense not fooled, staying at home right there, able to get a stop.
Yeah, so important on the fundamentals to carry out motion and fakes as best you can, because if you can just gain even a half step, it can make a big difference, can't it?
It really can.
Now we'll go to 2nd and 9. Just over into Tates Creek territory is Lafayette. Now the snap and the handoff, and a good gain this time across the 45 to 43. That's Stevens again.
Stevens with another good run right here. That inside zone's been a play they've went to a lot, and we see it working well on that play right there.
Lafayette across that front line. Michael Miles, Mason Johnson, Hudson Moore is the center. Noah Leone, Kendon Wilson. Those are the players up front for the Generals in the starting lineup. Coming up on the 9-minute mark of the first quarter. No score as yet. Lafayette moving with its first possession. Now a flag flies as there was movement along the line.
It looked like Tates Creek was going to bring a little bit of pressure on that play, but Lafayette coming with a hard count and catching them off sides.
So 5 yards. That'll be good for another first down for Lafayette. So that's been the case twice on this drive now as they cash in on the penalties and have a first down now at the 38-yard line in Tates Creek territory.
And on the third down and short right there, you got to be disciplined and make sure you're watching the ball. And Tates Creek just not doing that there, giving up the first down.
Here's the snap, and the ball popped loose a minute it looked like, and Peyton had to take off with it. He gets across the 35 to about the 33.
You can see a bit of play action right there. I'm not sure if it was a busted play or if it was a designed play action quarterback run, but good job by Peyton tucking it in and picking up some good yardage on first down.
Peyton with the 5-yard gain makes it 2nd and 5 from the 33-yard line.
And I really like Lafayette's plan here, coming out with the long, sustained drive right here, keeping the Tates Creek offense on the sideline.
Lafayette helped out by a couple of penalties, but they've been grinding it out, and now inside the 35-yard line. Here's Peyton looking to throw. The left-hander fires. He's got Coleman. That's down inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. Warren on the tackle for Tates Creek, but a nice gain.
And again, right there, you see them motioning out the running back, getting the defense's eyes looking, and you see the crossing route just getting behind the linebackers right there and able to pick up a big first down on the crossing route.
Colton Coleman, a wide receiver, 6'2", 155, and a sophomore. We've seen him be the target a couple of times, and on that same route, now you see him at the bottom of your screen. 1st and 10 Lafayette from about the 18. Here's Peyton rolling left and firing for that end zone. Taylor battling for it, but can't get it. Stephen Jones on the defense for Tates Creek, batted it away.
And it looks like Tates Creek was in some man-to-man right there, and Tristan Taylor running the double move, but really good coverage on the back end right there, and way to break it up in the end zone.
So now a 2nd down play for the Generals, coming up from about the 18-yard line, call it the 19-yard line, as they try to get the first score in this ball game. Peyton has it, looking to throw again. This time short one right over the middle. Got his man at the 10, inside the 10 to the 8.
And good catch right there by Mekhi Taylor. Looks like just running a simple drag route, and Peyton able to hit him right on the money. Made some good yards after catch.
The junior Mekhi Taylor made the catch. And now that sets up a 1st and goal for Lafayette. About the 7-yard line. So Peyton has thrown it effectively on those short ones, and his receivers are giving him a good target out there.
They are. Lafayette here doing a good job running the ball and also throwing the ball to start off the game here. You stand very balanced.
Good balance by the Generals on this first drive, and they are threatening now to score with a 1st and goal from the 7. Peyton keeps it and flips out to the left side and couldn't hold on to Jackson Stevens. Had to reach back behind him a little bit for that one. Couldn't gather it in.
Really nice play design right there. Stevens just unable to grab it in. May have had a touchdown right there if he was able to haul that one in.
Second down for Lafayette as Rance Peyton returns to the Generals huddle. Lafayette 4-3 on the season. They've won their last 3 in a row. Looking to break out in front in this one. The snap to Peyton. He hands it to Stevens, looking for room as he goes around that left side, but not much there for him. Stephen Jones in on the stop for Tates Creek. Detrell Johnson.
You see a halfback stretch right there, and defense doing a good job creating that wall and making them cut back inside, and then doing a good job making the tackle.
With 3rd down play now, 3rd and goal from the 6.
If you're Lafayette here, you really want to come away with the touchdown. You've took about half the first quarter and drove it just about 80 yards. So this is one where you want to come away with a touchdown, not 3 points.
Rance Peyton waits for that snap on a 3rd down play now. He hands it off. No, he keeps it. And looking for a receiver, but he's going to be swarmed on there. Several Tates Creek players. Jones was in there again. Miles Hayward. And so that'll bring up 4th down after a loss.
Excellent play right there by the Tates Creek defense. And, I mean, if you're Lafayette, that's what you really can't have right there. May have been 4-down territory if you don't take the sack, but now you're pushed out too far to try to go for it.
Jackson Grants is the Lafayette kicker. He is going to kick it from the 20, so a 30-yard attempt coming up as the Generals try to get on top with the apparent field goal attempt. And the snap, and penalty marker is down as there was clearly movement up front. Offside on Tates Creek. We're still at 4th down, of course, but that'll move them closer. Place kicker always appreciates that. So a 25-yard attempt by Jackson Grants. And that one is on its way. A good strong kick, and it is good. And Lafayette has taken the lead with 5:10 to go in the first quarter on a 25-yard field goal by Jackson Grants. Lafayette 3 and Tates Creek nothing. And we'll take a break here and be right back with more football on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Lafayette leads at 3-0 following the kickoff or the field goal by Grants, and now Grants will line up to kick it off for the Generals and gets into that one and drives it downfield. It'll be taken at the 10. That is Warren on the return, and he comes up to about the 20, and he's hit pretty hard right there and dropped about the 20-21-yard line. That's where the Commodores will start. And KJ, they gave up the field goal, but Tates Creek with some nice defense as they got down there close to the goal line. They have to feel pretty good about that coming away from that situation. Yeah, when you're on the field for that long and able to come up with a big stop in the red zone, something to really be proud of, because that was a really long drive right there for Lafayette. But like I said, they were able to come up with a big sack and knock them out of maybe trying to go for the touchdown on 4th down also. So we see the Commodores on offense for the first time. Darnell Burnside, the quarterback, number 9 in white, and B.J. Evans, one of the top running backs in this part of the state, is wearing number 2, and he will get the ball on this first play of the scrimmage from Tates Creek, and he comes up over the 30-yard line. He's close to a first down and may have one. And right away we see him getting the ball to Evans and picking up a good gain right there. We see why he's the third leading rusher in 6A. He is a little short of the first down. It'll be 2nd and 2, but a good gain by Evans. As long as the Tates Creek offensive line can create some holes like that for Evans, I think they have a pretty good shot at getting the win tonight. Here's the snap, and again, it's Evans. They'll call on him a lot. He's up to the 40, 45, 50, and finally run out of bounds by Stevens inside Lafayette territory near the 40-yard line. And right there, we just see his big playmaking ability. Broke a few tackles and was able to use that speed to break away. B.J. Evans, 94 carries, 838 yards coming into this game. And when you can create runs like that, it also opens up the play action and the passing lanes down the field. Tates Creek with the first down at the 41. And again, Every time trying it up the middle, and good gain for Evans.
And as long as we're seeing Evans pick up runs of 5 yards plus, I don't think that they'll get away from that.
Certainly has been very effective so far. They're at the 34-yard line now. Second down coming up for Tates Creek. About 3 to go. Commodores trail by 3, but now they're driving.
And if you're Lafayette, I would watch out for the play action here, second and short. So just be careful to watch out for that.
And straight back is Burnside, lofts it for the corner of the end zone. Got a man out there. It is caught, and that is a touchdown.
A nice job right there, hitting Luke Cooper on the fly route right there. I thought they may go to play action, but just decided to go through the throw. When you start off with 3 big runs like that for Evans, the defense is looking for the run, and that's when you catch them off guard and throw them on a deep route like that. And nice throw right there from Burns, and even better catch from Cooper.
Luke Cooper made the catch, and he's been one of the big parts of this Tates Creek offense as well. Flag came in. An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Tates Creek, but that occurred after the play, so the touchdown is good to Luke Cooper.
If you're Tates Creek, an excellent offensive possession right there, and if you're Lafayette, just a terrible defensive possession right there. Didn't get any stops at all, just positive gains on every play.
And Hitchcock with the extra point. Blake Hitchcock on the place kicking for Tates Creek, and so with 3:32 left, you have a Tates Creek touchdown, and they have taken the lead here over Lafayette. It's now 7-3 in favor of the Commodores, and we will take a break and be right back in just a moment on Glycod.
New year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Following the penalty, it'll be Hitchcock kicking off from the 25-yard line for Tates Creek, but the Commodores are in front now, 7-3. 3:32 to go in the first quarter as Hitchcock comes up on that football. And Taylor will take it at the 25-yard line for Lafayette. Cuts to his left, gets to the 40, makes another man miss. He's at midfield and now to the 40 in Tates Creek territory. Spins and then gets knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So a great return by Tristan Taylor. And the penalty turned out to be a factor that time as he took that ball well up the field and turned it into a great gain, and Lafayette is in great shape.
He did, and really nice running right there. Nice cut at the end right there for Taylor, and like you said, that 15-yard penalty really came back to bite him there, giving Lafayette some really good starting field position here on this possession.
So first down for Lafayette. They're at the 35-yard line in Tates Creek territory. Generals back on offense now, trailing 7-3. We expected a good competitive ball game tonight. So far, we've seen one. It's early, but it's 7-3 Tates Creek, driving for a touchdown in response to an earlier Lafayette field goal. Rance Payton, the quarterback, has it and tosses it out to Jackson Stevens. Gets out of one tackle, gets to the 30, 25, 20. Down the sideline he goes, and that's a touchdown.
And good job just getting the ball to the checkoff, but it looks like we have a penalty here, and this one may be coming back.
And we'll see if the touchdown stands. Maybe not. They're all, well, now Lafayette is celebrating, so let's see what the call is.
But I really like Stevens' play after the catch right there. Just a simple flat route, was able to take it for the touchdown.
And they wave the flag off, so no penalty, which means it is a touchdown, 35 yards. Pass to Jackson Stevens, and it was some excellent running after he caught that ball, because he had a lot of work to do himself after he caught that football.
He did. Like I said, just catching a simple flat route and able to take it all the way to the house. And so far we've been able to see both these teams' quick strike ability here.
So 9-7, Lafayette back on top.
Lafayette using a lot of time on that first possession, but after that we've seen 2 quick touchdowns in the span of about 2 minutes.
Grant's ready to go as they're in the kicking formation now, and ball is down and on its way, and it is good. So Grant's with the kick, and now Lafayette has regained the lead. The score with 3:13 to go in the first quarter is Lafayette 10 and Tates Creek 7, and we'll take a break and be right back on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
10-7 the score. The home team Lafayette Generals leading, visiting Tates Creek in a game that has already seen a couple of lead changes in this first quarter now as Lafayette gets ready to kick it off. Jackson Grant's back ready to handle those chores for the Generals. And the kick is away, low trajectory and out of bounds this time. That one got away over to the left and went out of bounds at about the 24-yard line.
And as we see here, Tates Creek going to start their drive off with some nice starting field position also. And if you're the Lafayette team, you just can't have mistakes like that, especially when you see how fast that this Tates Creek team can score the football.
Well, B.J. Evans is, we've said, one of the better running backs in this part of the state, if not all of Kentucky, and he made that plain on the first drive of the night. So we will be seeing him carrying that ball a lot tonight.
And when you have a running back that dominant, it really does a disservice to the cornerbacks on the defense because you can't really help too much on the deep routes because you have to play in the box to help stop him on the run.
Burnside, the Tates Creek quarterback. As Evans to his left, he turns and hands it to him. Evans across the 40. Several Lafayette players surround him as flags come in. He got across the 45-yard line, but a lot of yellow flags on that play.
And Burnside with a nice run right there, just running through this Lafayette defense and being helped out with the face mask, so they'll have extra 15 added to the run. And so far here to start off the game, Lafayette looks like they want no part of Burnside, or Evans, I mean.
Yeah, B.J. Evans piling up the yardage and on his way already to a good ball game tonight. So we'll see it. We'll go back now against Tates Creek. And we'll replay it. 2 penalties. There's a face mask penalty against Lafayette. The snap and a handoff, and goes up to the 41-yard line. Stephen Jones on the carry that time.
Yeah, that time switching up a little bit, giving it to Jones and not Evans. But as you see, this Lafayette defense really loading the box, trying to stop the run, but just haven't been able to so far.
Clock running with 2.5 minutes to go, first quarter. 10-7. Lafayette back on top now. Jones and Evans flanking Burnside. Burnside back. He's in trouble, and down he goes.
And really good pressure right there from the Lafayette defense, getting the sack on Burnside. And this is what you have to do if you're the Lafayette defense, get Tates Creek into these 3rd and long situations, forcing them to pass.
Michael Miles, Landon Baker back there among other generals.
In this situation, if you're Lafayette, you really have to key in on Luke Cooper and J.T. Cooper, their downfield threats.
Yeah, we saw Luke Cooper with the touchdown catch a few minutes ago. So 3rd down and 14. Tates Creek will take a timeout here. And that comes with 1:47 to go in the first quarter, 10-7. Lafayette on top right now, but we've seen this lead go back and forth already, and both teams capable of driving down the field quickly and scoring, but we've seen some good defensive plays turned in too.
We have, and I think the crowd is in for a good one and really getting their money's worth. 3 possessions and 3 scores on every drive. So let's see what happens on right here with Tates Creek back in a 3rd and long situation.
We mentioned that both of these teams had lost some games by big scores earlier in the year, so trying to get through that learning process, and it's kicked in for Lafayette, especially in these last 3 weeks with 3 games that they won, and then the game back before that against DeSales was a close loss. Tates Creek, of course, came through with the win last week against Dunbar, 25-21. Evans with a late score in that one. So we've seen both of these teams come into the game on an upswing, and with high school personnel, it can be a learning process, can it?
It can, and it doesn't really matter if you had some big losses early in the season, as long as you learn from those losses and are picking the momentum up at the end of the season that both these teams are here.
So 3rd down and 14 for the Commodores. About the 31-yard line in their own territory.
I'd also even maybe look. I was going to say a halfback draw, but able to get back there and get some pressure on Burnside again.
Yeah, Burnside in trouble and goes down again. That time, Yaya Chenault in there on the stop.
And I really like the bounce back here for the Lafayette defense, giving up a quick score in 4 plays on the last drive, but this drive coming back and getting 2 big sacks and forcing them into the punt.
Luke Cooper is the Tates Creek punter. Stevens back on about the 37-yard line, ready to receive for Lafayette. Cooper gets it away. Nice high kick, and Jackson Stevens has to make the catch on the run near the 31-32-yard line.
And good job securing the catch right there. Really high punt, but able to get under it and secure it.
Did you ever do any punt returning?
I didn't. We had so many guys on our team, so many athletes. I wasn't back there.
That's a tough job. I mean, just making the catch, you got to gauge whether you can catch it and run or just want to secure that football. And then obviously you don't want to be near it if it's bouncing down the field. Yeah, a lot to keep in mind.
Being able to catch that ball with the defenders running at you, that's a really hard job right there.
Under a minute to go, first half. Here is Stevens looking for room. He's shut off there as he tries to get around the right side, cuts it back upfield and got close to the line of scrimmage.
And we've seen Tates Creek right there coming with the cornerback blitz, but Lafayette running to the opposite side, but still a good job for the Tates Creek defense, able to get that stop in the backfield right there. And so far here to start off, we've seen Tates Creek bring pressure on a lot of plays here.
Rance Payton back in the huddle for the Generals as the clock is running now with 20 seconds to go. There's Grants down at the bottom of your screen. Out to the far left from Payton's perspective, and he still has it. Faked the throw downfield. Now fires it downfield, and that one's going to fall incomplete down around the 30-yard line, and that happens with 2.1 seconds to go in this first quarter.
And it looks like he was looking for Kale Locklear right there, but that Lafayette defense has really done a good job this game getting that pressure back there on him and forced him into some bad throws.
We're about to wrap up first quarter action here with the Generals on top by a score of 10-7 over the Tates Creek Commodores.
This first quarter has really had some swings. We've seen a lot of offense, and so far these last 2 possessions, we've seen a lot of defense.
Third down at about 12 for Lafayette. Peyton back, sets up, pumps a couple of times, then fires across the middle and incomplete. He was going for Grants, but unable to complete the pass, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter with the score Lafayette 10 and Tates Creek 7. And we will take a break before second quarter action, and we'll take that break for the end of the first quarter. Again, 10-7 Lafayette, and we'll be right back on Glycod.
Bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back for the start of the second quarter.
Score's only 10-7, but I feel like we've seen a lot of action there in that first quarter.
Here's the kick. That's a short one, and it's out of bounds, short of the 50-yard line. So Tates Creek will take over in Lafayette territory. As we start play in the second quarter, Commodores trail at 10-7.
And right here, I'd like to see Tates Creek just work on getting that ball back to Evans. That's something that really worked on that first drive when they scored the ball.
The Commodores going back on offense as they try to regain the lead here. Tates Creek coming in at 3-3. They had one game canceled. That was against Ballard a couple of weeks back when the storm rolled through the area. Here is Evans. He is to the 40, moves outside to the 35, and finally brought down inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line, and he was close to breaking that one.
He was, and like I said, just no answer from the Lafayette defense for Evans to start this game off. As you said, almost broke one away again right there, and like I said, just keep feeding him the ball, and I think they have a pretty good shot at winning tonight.
I think that was Giannone that brought him down, but he's not easy to bring down. And now Tates Creek with the first down inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Commodores on the move. There is Evans again, cuts back to his right. Gets across the 25 to about close to the 20-yard line.
And you've seen Tates Creek come out in the split back and then go to the pistol, making it a little bit harder to better read what side Evans will be going to. And right there, you've seen looked like an outside zone to the left, and good cutback right there by Evans.
Second down and about 5, so a good gain on first down for Evans. Luke Cooper, who caught the touchdown pass earlier, is now wide left at the bottom of the screen.
And that was also on the second and short. So, again, look for the deep ball right here. After you've been hit with the run a lot, they like to catch you off guard. And, again, you see right here.
Burnside flings it for the end zone, but too long for his receiver.
And on the play action right there, it looks like he may have had a step on his guy, but Burnside just put it a little bit too far out for him.
J.T. Cooper, the intended receiver. So that brings up a third down situation for Tates Creek.
And right here, typically for most teams, this would be a must-pass situation, but when you have a running back like Evans, you also have to watch out for the run.
That's right. He's a threat. 3rd and 5 is certainly a very viable option for Tates Creek to try to pick up this first down. And you can consider yourself in 4-down territory and give him 2 cracks at it, too.
Very much could. I would assume this is 4 down territory if they don't pick it up here.
Here is Evans looking for room as he moves outside. A penalty flag comes in. He's short of first down yardage on that try, but let's see about the flag.
One of the few times that we've seen the Lafayette defense be able to stop Evans for no gain.
Matthew Harden given credit for the stop for the Generals. So the officials talk it over a bit. This comes with 10:34 to go in the second quarter. Now we'll get the call.
Really big call here for whichever team it's on.
Was that illegal participation, did he say? Against Tates Creek. We have third down play now. That'll back him up.
And on a 3rd and about 5 situation, it is maybe run, maybe pass, but here it's a must-pass situation. So I'd expect Lafayette to try to get some pressure on Burnside back there, as they did on the last drive, and try to come up with the sack. And again, watch out for Luke and J.T. Cooper.
They're both out to the left. The Cooper twins. Burnside rolls that way and fires, and the catch is made near the sideline. And a nice catch it was. And that is J.T. Cooper. And that is a good catch.
Yeah, and you've seen right there, just the quarterback rollout to the left, hitting Cooper on the out route, and really nice job of, like they were short of the first down, so good job of picking up some good yardage and putting them in a situation to maybe better pick up this 4th down.
Yeah, 4th and long 2 for Tates Creek as they are at the 20-yard line.
And right here, I'd be looking out for number 10, Blake Jones.
Here's the give to Evans. He's got the first down and more. Gets inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. B.J. Evans, he is really tough to bring down.
And like I said, when you have a running back like B.J. Evans, anytime you give him the ball, it's just automatic. It's kind of a questionable call going with the run right there on a 4th and 4, but when you have a big play guy like that, it's almost immediate.
So they came back from the long down and distance and now have a first down, 1st and 10. About the 14-yard line in Lafayette territory. Tates Creek driving, trying to regain the lead. Backs to either side of Burnside. He hands it to Evans. Up the middle he goes and gets it to about the 10. Some tough yardage there. Matthew Harden in on the stop, along with some other Generals teammates. We see Baker also in there.
And that double halfback set has been something that's worked well for Tates Creek here tonight. And see right there, just handing it off to Evans again. Even when guys are in the backfield hitting him, he's still able to pick up some positive yardage.
2nd and 7.
And as you see, Lafayette here in some man-to-man coverage.
Evans gets the call. Gets over that right tackle position, gets down to the inside the 10 to about the 7.
Good job right there by Lafayette corralling to the ball and stopping Evans.
Clock running at 8:38 in the second quarter. 3rd down play coming up for Tates Creek. They faced some big situations on this drive.
And again, in these situations, when most teams are in a must-pass situation, Tates Creek still has the option to go to Evans.
3rd and 4 for the Commodores. Burnside rolls to his right, fires into the end zone, and it's a touchdown.
And you see right there, it looks like they ran the same play they ran on that 4th down, just running it the opposite way with the quarterback rollout and hitting Cooper on the out route. And really nice grab right there from Cooper.
So Cooper with the catch, and the Commodores have moved back in front. It's 13-10 now. That comes with 8:11 to go in the second quarter.
Thought that Burnside may consider just running it on that play, but decided to go with the pass, and it was a good decision getting the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good athletic play there, and he had to put something on that throw too, didn't he?
Yeah, and if you're the defense, it really puts you in a tough situation. You don't know whether to play the run of the quarterback or stay on your man.
And the kick on the way. That one, somebody got a hand on that one. So no extra point there. The kick is blocked, and that will leave the score at 13-10. Tates Creek is on top of Lafayette with 8:11 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a break and be back with more football in just a moment here on Glycod.
On the road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
8:11 to go in the second quarter. We've seen Tates Creek come back again and take the lead. 13-10 the score. Commodores on top, following the pass from Darnell Burnside to Cooper. And Commodores have battled their way back into the lead, and now they'll kick it off to Lafayette as the Generals will try to come back again themselves. Now the kick on the way, and that one's going to go into the end zone. 13-10 the score. We've talked about Evans a lot so far, KJ, but as you mentioned, what an option he is. You're almost any time, really, but I mean a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, you can call on him.
Yeah, as I said, in most situations, teams are in a must-pass situation, but when you have a guy like that who can break for a long one and really been abusing that defense tonight, you can really go to him in those situations, and as you see, he can pick up those.
Lafayette and Tates Creek in a 6A District 7 game tonight. Both teams won their first district outings, getting right down to close to playoff time now. Just a couple of weeks after tonight left in the regular season. Hardly seems possible, but here we are.
Yeah, I feel like the season's really went by pretty fast.
We saw Lafayette back in the first game of the season, that doubleheader we had here with Lafayette and Fleming County. The Generals got a win that night. And they've won their last 3 with some tough losses in between, but they like the way they're headed right now. Here's the toss out to the left. Short gain out there.
And you see a little tunnel screen right there, and good job getting the defense off guard and coming back to the tunnel screen, picking up some good yardage.
It was Giannone on the catch, and Rance Payton with the throw. Makes it 2nd down now, 2nd and 7 for Lafayette. Ball at the 23-yard line. Tates Creek clearly fired up after that touchdown put them in front.
Yeah, and they have the momentum on their side here. Let's see if they can get a big defensive stop here and get the ball back to their offense.
Rance Payton has it, looks to his right, throws. He's got Grants at the 30, 31-yard line, and a good catch by Grants.
And again, you see the action right there, just flaring the running back out, getting the eyes of the linebackers looking at him, and it's coming back with the inside crossing route, and it's a lot of open space right there, and good catch by Grants.
Well, 1st down, Lafayette. They're at the 34-yard line in their own territory. Under 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Rance Payton. Jackson Stevens next to him. Hands off. And into the left side of the line it goes, and not much there. That was J.J. Richardson on the carry.
And just no room at all to run right there. And running the ball just not one of Lafayette's strong suits, and you can kind of see it tonight.
So a 2nd down coming up for the Generals. Actual loss of a yard, maybe 2 on that play. A 2nd down and 12 as they'll spot this one about the 34-yard line, 33-yard line, I should say. And is Taylor in motion? And the throw out to the left side. Again, a short gainer. No, it's incomplete.
Looks like he was trying to hit Tristan Taylor right there in the out route, but a big hit laid on him and unable to hold on to the ball there. Putting his offense at a 3rd and long situation right here.
So now 3rd down and about 12.
And I would expect Tates Creek to maybe bring some pressure right here and try to get Peyton out of his zone.
Peyton leads him up to the line. Needs 12 to keep this drive going. And the whistle blows and the flag comes in before they can get that one underway. Well, they got a little too aggressive that time, KJ, but their aggressive defense has really been a factor in this series.
It has, and I really like from what I've seen from Tates Creek defense tonight. They're a team that's given up almost 35 points per game, but they've been able to hold Lafayette to only 10 points here halfway through the second quarter.
All right, 3rd and 7 now, all at about the 38-yard line. Giannone to the top of the screen, and Grant split wide to the right down at the bottom of the screen for Lafayette.
And again, you see Lafayette going with the hard count, trying to get another extra 5, but good disciplined defense right there from Tates Creek. And as you see, Tates Creek bringing the pressure here, actually bluffing out of it.
Here is Peyton looking to throw, got some time, has Taylor out there. Big crowd around him. Jay-Sean Lane was there. Knocked away the ball, and the Commodores have broken up that pass attempt on 3rd and 7.
Yeah, really good defense right there from Jay-Sean Lane. Thought for a second he may have misjudged the ball, but actually judges it just right and was able to get the pass break up.
So now a 4th down situation facing Lafayette. They trail in this game by 3, and now looks like they'll have to kick it away from the 37-yard line. Grants will punt for Lafayette.
And if Tates Creek can put some points on the board here, they could really take control of this game. I would say just going back to Evans again. Lafayette just has not been able to stop him tonight.
Now the whistles blow. Lafayette called for the false start as they get ready to apparently kick it. That is Keembell Pointer back deep for Tates Creek. He's standing at about his own 40-yard line now as the Generals get ready to line up following the penalty. 4th and 12 now. Punting from about the 38-yard line, or line of scrimmage, the 38-yard line. He's standing at the 33-yard line, now standing on about the 20, and boots it away. A high kick. Bell Pointer backs it away, and now they'll down it at about the 39-yard line in Tates Creek territory, and the Commodores get some pretty good field position to try to build on this lead. Well, they have to be given a lift by that last touchdown. The offense does too, and so B.J. Evans on his way to a big night, it looks like, and we'll see a lot more from him before this one's over.
For sure, and I expect them to just feed him the ball right here again. We've only seen the Lafayette defense being able to maybe stop him on 1 or 2 plays so far tonight. And as you see, Lafayette here loading up the box. They've been loading up all night and still just no answers for the run game.
Snap, here comes Evans. He's across the 35, gets to the 40 before he's dragged down. Grants was in there on the stop.
And the way he runs here reminds me of the running back for Boise State, Genty. Just that first contact doesn't bring him down. It takes about 2 or 3 other defenders to get there.
Coleman also in on that stop for Lafayette, and they do usually need help to bring down Evans, B.J. Evans, as usually the first man just has to hang on until he can get some help.
And then you see Lafayette just leaving their guys on islands, so something you can really take advantage of when you have to load the box up for a running back like Evans.
Here's Evans again, has to circle back a little bit, gets back to the 40-yard line and then caught from behind. A nice tackle over there.
And good pursuit to the ball right there. Really good job by Lafayette getting the tackle for the loss and getting heads to the ball.
So a third down play coming up for the Commodores.
And again, in these situations, Burnside likes to look for the Cooper brothers, so really key in on them and look at their positions.
Lafayette defense rising to the occasion that time. Now it's a 3rd down and 6 play for Tates Creek. And they give it to Evans, and he's got the first down and more across the 50-yard line into Lafayette territory at about the 47-yard line before he's brought down. And again, there's Evans delivering on a 3rd down play.
Yeah, and you've seen him just running through one of the Lafayette defenders. And again, in situations like their 3rd and 8 situations, those aren't situations where you should better run the football. But Evans, just with his strong running, able to run through some defenders and pick up the first down.
3:50 to go before halftime. Tates Creek on top. Looking for more. There's Luke Cooper down at the bottom of the screen as they line it up here at about the 48. Burnside rolls right, looking, going to keep it this time, and is forced out of bounds inside the 45.
And right there, you've seen him go to a play that's worked a lot tonight with J.T. Cooper on the out route and Burnside rolling out, but good job right there by Lafayette getting underneath that out route and making Burnside have to run.
Well, out of bounds he goes.
It looks like a holding call here, and those are just drive killers, especially when you have some good momentum like that.
Yeah, that will slow down this drive, if not stall it, and that one is stepped off back to the 42-yard line in Tates Creek territory. First down and 20 now for Tates Creek.
And if you're Lafayette here, I'd be careful and watching out for the screen pass. In long situations like this, screen pass is always the play that works.
Burnside looking to throw. Now in some trouble, and down he goes again.
And we see another sack right there, and the Lafayette defensive line has did a good job putting pressure on Burnside back there. Just not much time to throw the ball unless it's a quick route.
Michael Miles on the tackle and appears to be shaken up on the play. That comes with 3:14 to go in the second quarter. 13-10 the score. Tates Creek on top and trying to get going again now before halftime. Well, each of these two teams could really build some momentum toward playoff time and get that second district win tonight. This is really an important game for both these programs.
Yeah, it is. Like you said, you want that home field advantage in the playoffs, so a lot staking on this game right here.
Looks like Burnside also has shown some composure back there, and he's had his struggles here in the early part of the season. And Coach Hawks mentioned that he had challenged him a bit, but he's a fine athlete, and looks like he's delivering some plays tonight that they need him to make, and have to keep the composure out there to make them.
Yeah, and the one thing I would say, though, I'd like to see a little bit better blocking from the Tates Creek offensive line. We've seen Burnside get sacked a few times when he stood in the pocket for a little bit too long, but like I said, just that that Tates Creek offensive line holding their blocks for just a little bit longer.
Michael Miles up and jogging off the field, but with a limp. So he heads for the sideline. Michael Miles, 6-footer, 239 pounds, a sophomore. Had 12 tackles coming into this ball game. Has been in on several plays tonight.
We're in a 2nd and 25 situation right here, but I don't expect Tates Creek to go away from the run. We could always see a run from Evans here.
A 2nd and 25 for the Commodores. And some confusion there, it appeared, and now they're going to go back even further.
And Tates Creek really had some momentum on this drive, and that holding call just pushed him back and just lost all the momentum.
Johnson given credit for the sack. for Lafayette, and now they're all the way back to the 30-yard line. They have to get to the 38 in Lafayette territory. So third down, and a long, long way to go for Tates Creek. And Tates Creek will take a timeout here. Well, we invite you to check out glycod.com and follow all the high school action. We'll bring you games from here in Central Kentucky, also from the Louisville area, and from Southern Indiana as well. So always a variety of games. And, of course, you can go back on the Glycod YouTube channel and pick up a game if you happen not to see it live. We're glad you're with us tonight. I'm Keith Elkins, KJ Jones alongside Katie Atkins, Chris McGilligan, our co-producers tonight. We're glad to have you with us, and that's our Glycod crew for this evening. We're here at Lafayette High School, making our second visit of the year to Ishmael Stadium here at Lafayette as the host Generals take on Tates Creek tonight in what has been a good one so far as we near halftime, 2:18 to go. Following this timeout by Tates Creek.
And if you're Lafayette here, I don't really expect a deep shot. I would expect a run from Evans or a screen pass, so I'd be playing up close.
3rd and 32. Hale in motion, and now Burnside cranks up and fires it down that right sideline. A battle for it. It's knocked out of bounds. Incomplete pass, and that'll set up 4th and 32.
And a good job right there by number 9, Christian Gianni, on the back end, playing some good coverage and knocking that ball away. And we actually did see Tates Creek go for the deep ball right there, and we've seen Burnside with a little bit of time, as we haven't seen much tonight.
They did try to throw it deep on that one. Now 4th and 32.
Yeah, there's not too many plays in the playbook for a 3rd and 32.
No, that's true. That's a limited selection right there. So now they'll be faced with the 4th and 32 situation from the 30-yard line. Punt formation, of course. And now timeout called by Lafayette. That comes with 2:12 to go in the second quarter, and Tates Creek leading at 13-10 over the Lafayette Generals.
This is a big possession right here for both teams, just as Tates Creek could have got a score on that possession and really kind of put their imprint on the game here. Now, if Lafayette's able to get a score here, they're able to take the lead before halftime or even tie the game and put themselves in a little bit better situation.
Well, B.J. Evans is 3rd in Class 6A in rushing. Came into this ball game with 838 yards rushing on the year, the Tates Creek running back, and he's following Kalen Washington with 897, Washington with Brian Station, and Chase Burton with 844 from Mail. I believe you've seen both of those guys in action this year. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, both of these guys are really good. I'm happy that I get to watch these guys in person because both these guys are going to be stars one day. And you also have to thank B.J. Evans. They also had a game canceled this year, so if they had that game, he may well be to 1,000 yards already. So the fact that he's 3rd in 6A, missing a game, one game less than the rest of the guys, just shows a lot.
Now we'll go with 4th and 32. Cooper waits and now kicks. That one bounces, takes a good Tates Creek bounce, still going at the 15. To about the 14-yard line. Commodores will down it there.
Yeah, really good punt right there. And if you're the returner, that's one you have to catch. I mean, you just lost your team about maybe 10, 20 yards just by not catching that ball. And when you only have about 2 minutes left in the game, in the half, that can come up big.
1:58 to go in a back-and-forth game in this first half. You'll look for more of the same in the second half. These two teams will regroup. See what adjustments they make at halftime. But, of course, Lafayette wants to do something here with this minute 58 that they've got. Ball on about the 14-yard line for the Generals. It's a first down. Here is Payton firing out to his right, and Coleman had to reverse direction there and couldn't quite get back to it.
It looks like he was looking for the back shoulder fade right there, but just a little bit out of reach for him. And this is the point in the game where your playmakers have to show up. I mean, 2 minutes left in the half, and you want to get a score after drive the whole field, so you have to step up right here and make some big catches.
Rance Payton, the senior quarterback, the leader for that Lafayette offense. 6-footer, 210 pounds. Came into the game at 71 for 129 on the season with 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and 883 yards, averaging about 147 a game passing. He's got the football right now. He's going to throw it. Throws across the middle and couldn't connect with Grants. Led him just a little bit too much that time as Grants was coming across the middle.
And you were in the situation where you wanted to score, but now you're in a situation where you want to run some time off the clock because you don't want to give the ball back to Tates Creek with a lot of time left and give them the chance to score here, which is what it's looking like if they're unable to complete a pass on this third down.
3rd and 10 for Lafayette. Ball at the 14-yard line. A couple of incomplete passes on 1st and 2nd down, and now Payton rejoins the huddle with the play for the Generals. On 3rd and 10. Tates Creek has to be pretty pleased with their defensive effort in this first half.
They really do. Besides the first drive, I mean, they've really been able to stop Lafayette. Then they had another drive after that as one-play touchdown. But other than that, they really played solid defense today.
Now we hear whistles. Timeout for Lafayette. We'll take a break with that timeout as well. 1:50 to go, second quarter, 13-10. Tates Creek on top. We'll be right back.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back for the final minute 50, and of course we'll see what happens in this minute 50. But KJ, an early visit to the locker room here. What do you think? What do you think they're going to stress?
For Lafayette here, I would say they played some good defense here, only holding them to 13 points. Just offense. I mean, they had a good first drive, and then they had a one-score drive. But, I mean, other than that, they really haven't been able to put anything together on the offensive side of the ball. And then for Tates Creek, I mean, just stand with the run game, and that's opened up the pass game. They've really done well on both sides of the ball. Like I said, giving up almost 35 points per game, but tonight holding Lafayette to only 10.
Giannone settles in to the right of the quarterback, and now Payton fires across the middle, incomplete, going for Giannone across the middle. And that'll set up 4th down with a minute 45 still left. So Tates Creek looks like will have an opportunity as Bell Pointer goes back to about the Lafayette 45 to set up for receive the punt.
And in a situation like that, if I was the coach, I would have told Payton at least just get a completed pass, because now you're going to be giving the ball back to Tates Creek with a short field with a little bit over a minute and a half left, and which is plenty of enough time for them to score and then go up 2 scores going into halftime. Just a poor executed drive right there. Just 3 incomplete passes, taking off maybe 10 seconds off the clock.
Right at midfield now. Penalty flag comes in. Yeah, another personnel penalty, a substitution penalty against Tates Creek. And now it's 4th down, but 5 yards closer to a first down, but we're still well deep in their own territory. So that'll be 4th and 5 now as they prepare for the punt. Grants gets it away high, but not very far. And it bounces, gets to the 50, the 45, and down about the 44-yard line. So it did take a favorable Lafayette bounce. And now Tates Creek will be in their own territory at the 44. They've still got a minute 34 to go, so they've got a chance to get some more on the board. They lead at 13-10. We'll see Burnside back out there, and of course Evans will be out there, and we'll look for him to play a prominent role in whatever Tates Creek does in this final minute 34.
And a minute 30 left with one timeout. That's more than enough time for the Tates Creek offense to score. As we've seen their first possession, they were able to drive it all the way down the field in 4 plays. And we see them coming out in the spread right here, so expect them to take some deep shots.
Now Evans moves in behind Burnside. Evans takes the pass, and he's going to take off with it. Gets across the line of scrimmage, but not a whole lot more, and then forced out of bounds.
And some really good running right there from Evans. It looked like for a second he may have been looking to pass the ball, but just tucked it down and ran, and good job getting out of bounds, saving some of that clock.
Yeah, it was a backward pass to Evans, so he had the option of throwing, and it did look like he took a glance downfield and then took off with it himself. And that's a good deceptive play, but on the other hand, if you're Evans, you can see why he has confidence in himself to make that yardage too. So Luke Cooper down at the bottom of your screen. He has a touchdown catch tonight for Tates Creek. Clock running at 45 seconds. Burnside rolling left, now has to take off back to his right as Matthew Harden chased him. Now he fires, got Bell Pointer. He's at the 20 and down to about the 15. For Mark Hale.
And a really nice play right there. It looks like it may be coming back for a holding call. And you just hate that right there, especially when you pick up a big explosive play like that.
Now Marquise Hale was the receiver on that play, made the catch, but it'll come back.
And then also just the amount of time that it took off the clock. And that's the second time we've seen Tates Creek driving with some momentum and a holding call just derailing the whole drive. Like I said, it puts them in a really tough situation here now with only 36 seconds left and behind the sticks and having to go even further.
So they'll step off a big penalty for Tates Creek, and that'll put them at the 31-yard line. So a big reversal for the Commodores there following what looked like a nice play on the pass to Marquise Hale. Now here is Burnside looking. Scrambles out to his left. Now he's going to cut back to the right again and takes it up across the 40 to about the 42. Clock running at 15 seconds.
Just nothing open down the field, and Burnside just showing off his versatility, picking up some of that lost yardage on the holding call.
Tates Creek will take a timeout with 15.5 seconds to go in this first half. Good battle here tonight. 13-10 the score. Tates Creek is on top. Lafayette got it going with a field goal tonight, and then a touchdown pass to Luke Cooper made it 7-3. Jackson Stevens, a touchdown pass from Peyton. Some 35 yards, and Lafayette got back in front. It's 10-7 Lafayette at the end of the first. Tates Creek moved in front with a second quarter touchdown, 8:11 to go. So third down play coming up. Ball at the 42-yard line in Tates Creek territory.
And in the situation right here, you know who his favorite targets are, the Cooper brothers, so I'd really key in on them.
Instead, it's going to be a give to Evans, and he runs out of bounds near midfield.
Yeah, just a really conservative call right there. I think that he may just punt it away right here, just take a long shot.
So fourth down play coming. Be 4th and 7. They are about at the 48-yard line in their own territory, Tates Creek is.
And a really gutsy call right here for Tates Creek going for it on their own side of the field.
That's Hale going in motion. And Burnside cranks it up and fires downfield. He's got Cooper out there. He makes the catch. He's at the 5, and he scores.
And just an amazing play right there. As Lafayette, I don't see how you give that up, but like I said, really gutsy call right there for Tates Creek, and we've seen it pay off.
Flag comes in, but that's after the play. Beautiful throw, and then the catch by J.T. Cooper, 6'3", 165-pound junior, and he brought that one in. A beautiful throw from Burnside.
Yeah, really excellent throw right there, and you see Cooper just getting behind the defense. Like I said, as Lafayette, that's just a play that you can't give up right before the half. You have to know if they're going for it on their own side of the field on 4th down right there. They're taking a deep shot and can't give up that deep ball.
So an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Tates Creek, but that came after the play. And so the touchdown is good. It's 19-10.
For Lafayette, that's just a killer giving up a play like that going into halftime and giving the momentum to Tates Creek right here. And it's a big play being on the road, being able to pick up a 4th down bomb like that.
It'll be Hitchcock to try the extra point. Now the penalty is going to be assessed before the extra point try. Covering a lot of ground there. So now Hitchcock will have to boot it away. Ball will be spotted at the 25, so a 35-yard attempt for the extra point. It's on its way, and it is no good. No good, so the score holds at 19-10. We'll see if that has any factor in the second half as Tates Creek is unable to cash in on the extra point. But they now have the lead at 19-10.
And I think in a situation like that, you get a 4th down bomb, I think Coach can be okay with missing the field goal right there because you're taking a 2-score lead going into halftime. And I love the call. It shows the confidence that Coach Hawkins has in his guys because that's the play. If you don't make that, it comes back to bite you because easily Lafayette could run their own Hail Mary, get a field goal to tie the game up. So taking that risk and it coming through and taking a 2-possession lead in the halftime is really big there. And like I said, I love the confidence that Coach Hawkins has in his guys.
So 2.9 seconds to go. The touchdown catch by J.T. Cooper from Darnell Burnside has given Tates Creek a 19-10 lead. Now we'll have the kickoff before halftime coming from Hitchcock. And the kick is away and into the end zone. No, there's a penalty marker. We've seen a lot of those here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, a lot of penalties for both teams here we've seen throughout this game, and we'd like to see them clean that up in the second half here.
All right, Tates Creek will be assessed the penalty for offsides on the kickoff.
And these are just silly penalties you can't have. You just have to watch the ball right there. You shouldn't be getting ahead of the kicker on the kickoff.
So Hitchcock will try it again. Oh, we talked about the halftime message when there was, a minute 58 to go. It turned out we did have another score, which may change the tone of the halftime message to these teams here now, as it's a 9-point lead for Tates Creek. Not quite halftime yet, but now here's the kick. Taken at the 15-yard line to the 20. And to the 25 and 30, and that's Giannone, and he is brought down at the 31, and that will wrap it up for the first half here at Lafayette High School. It is Tates Creek 19 and Lafayette 10 as we go into our halftime break, and we will start our halftime report in just a moment here on Glycod.
Hello. Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this. For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, sponsor of tonight's Scholar Athlete. Mathnasium unlocks the math potential in every child.
Welcome back to Lafayette High School. Keith Elkins along with KJ Jones, and our co-producers tonight are Katie Atkins and Chris McElligott. And we want to thank Abby Powers, our camera operator tonight here at Lafayette. A beautiful night for football tonight and a good ball game. It's visitors on top right now at halftime, 19-10. Tates Creek is leading Lafayette. We invite you to check out the latest Birds bonus plus continuous score updates on glycod.com. And visit glycod.com. Keep up with the high school teams in Central Kentucky and Southern Indiana and the Louisville area. And this good one here tonight. Of course, high school football going on all over all three of those places, and Glycod has it covered. So we invite you to check it out at glycod.com or on the Glycod YouTube channel, and be sure and like and subscribe. And we would appreciate that. And we appreciate you joining us tonight for this one here at Lafayette High School as the band entertains at halftime with the visitors on top by a score of 19-10. Tonight's scoreboard is presented by Community Action Council, helping people and changing lives. And one other score to report in the second quarter tonight. Henry Clay leads Dunbar 7-0, and KJ's been a real struggle for that Henry Clay team this year, and they're battling for that first win. That's a tough spot to be in, but they've gotten themselves a lead tonight.
Yeah, it is a really tough position to be in, and I mean, like you said, they're in gear right now. They better pick up that first win. So I mean, just hold on to that 7-point lead, and I think they'll be pretty good.
That'd be a big game for Henry Clay, of course, to get a win. Dunbar trying to come back after a close loss to Tates Creek as well. So we'll follow that action as the evening goes along, and we'll see a lot more action here tonight in the second half as Lafayette tries to come back from this 19-10 deficit to Tates Creek. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with more of our halftime report in just a moment here on Glycod.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this. Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Keith Elkins, KJ Jones back with you from Lafayette High School in Lexington, where the host Generals trail the Tates Creek Commodores 19-10 tonight here at halftime. The band performance continues in front of this good crowd at Lafayette, and a nice night for football. Temperature dropping into the 50s as the evening goes along, but a nice clear night and a great night for high school football. KJ, we saw Lafayette put on an impressive drive at the start of the ball game to get out in front, but they had to settle for a field goal. And then Tates Creek came right back and responded, and we've seen a lot of that tonight.
Yeah, and that first drive, I mean, that was really the only good drive I would say Lafayette put together on offense. The second the touchdown they had was off a one-score play, and that was just a player making a play. But other than that, they just really haven't been able to put together any consistent drives.
So that'll be something they'll try to adjust and work on for this second half. B.J. Evans, we've talked about a lot tonight, but he is such a big part of that Tates Creek offense. And we've seen Darnell Burnside make some nice throws, too, to the Cooper brothers for touchdowns. But having both of those weapons in the game, that's pretty difficult for a defense to key on any one aspect of the offense.
It is, and it's really just putting a strain on that Lafayette defense. I mean, when you have a running back like Evans that can just break at any time, and it takes about 2 or 3 guys to tackle, it makes you have to load up on the box. And then on the other side, you have the Cooper brothers who are just deep threats and can just burn you down the field. So it's, as a coach, it's kind of like, what do I play? Do I play 2 deep safeties and try to take away the deep routes, or do I play in the box and try to take away Evans? And we just haven't been, the Lafayette defensive coaches hasn't been able to figure out what to do to stop these guys over there.
Of course, the quarterback, Darnell Burnside, has to make things happen, whether he's handing off to Evans or whether he's throwing to one of the Cooper brothers or another receiver. But as you said, the Cooper brothers are the key to the passing offense, and they can get out there and get open and make the catches. And we've seen a couple of really, really nice throws from Burnside to put them in position to score, and some nice catches as they ran down the sideline.
Yeah, just really good on the offensive side of the ball, and really just all-around good game. As I've said earlier, this is a defense that's allowing 35 points per game, and they've been able to stop this Lafayette offense to 10 points at halftime. So, I mean, they're playing an all-around good game. I think Coach has a lot to be proud of here.
Anything that Lafayette can do? We talked about the difficulty in trying to stop a strong runner like Evans, in addition to the passing attack that they have had in this first half. But is there any particular place you try to focus, or just try to shore up the whole effort?
I mean, if I was in this situation, I honestly wouldn't know what to do either, because, like I said, you load the box and then you just get hit on the deep route. You play the deep balls and you just get hit with the run. So it's really just a sticky situation. And I mean, I would say just maybe bring the blitz to try to get pressure back there and not give Burnside enough time to hit the deep ball and try to tackle Evans in the backfield.
What about Lafayette has experienced some frustrations offensively since we saw them move the ball on that first drive. What can they do to tune up that offense a little bit?
What I would say for them is maybe just try to start off hitting some short routes. I mean, we haven't really seen them do anything consistently on the offensive side of the ball. They did put together that good first drive, and on that drive they mixed up a little bit of run, and they were doing some short passes, and we've seen it work well, although they stalled in the red zone. But that's something that worked. And then they, like I said, had the long run with the short flat route. But I would say just getting some short routes going and try to put together a consistent drive to start off the third quarter here.
19-10, Tates Creek on top over Lafayette. We're at halftime tonight. We'll have more of our halftime report, including our Mathnasium Scholar Athlete of the Week, when we come back in just a moment on Glycod.
New year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Mathnasium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Mathnasium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Mathnasium, we're changing lives through math.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
We are at halftime. The band's performance here at Lafayette just completed. Fans enjoying that, and they've enjoyed a good first half of football. 19-10 is the score. Tates Creek on top. I'm Keith Elkins, KJ Jones alongside. KJ, we talked about what the coaches might do at halftime, but when you're playing, you get a little bit of a break. How do you refocus there as a player at halftime in addition to listening to what the coach has to say?
For Lafayette, I'd say just put the bad plays behind you and just have a next play mentality. Although you did get beat on a couple deep routes, it's a whole new ball game here, and just fight back and just show grit. And then as far as Tates Creek, I mean, you're doing good. I would say just keep on doing what you're doing and just keep that positive mindset and just keep on building off what you did in the first half.
The Commodores have built a 9-point lead after trailing early, and Lafayette will be trying to get that offense going in the second half of play. As playoff time approaches, district football the next couple of weeks, and as we move into November, of course, it'll be time for postseason play for these schools. And we see the Lafayette team coming back out on to the field right now. Lafayette, a bit of playoff history, and even up to the last decade or so. Lafayette, playoff finalists or playoff quarterfinalists in 4A back in 1975 and 6A in 2010 and 2011. Semifinals, 2A in 1963 and 4A in 1984. State runners-up in 1960. And in 4A in 1985, 1960 was a 2A year for them. And then in 2015, they lost to KJ and his male teammates, 41-14. And in 2016, they lost to Trinity, 56-21. That was in the state championship game in that classification. Their last winning season was that 2016 season at 13-2. And of course, fortunes can rise and fall in high school football. Lafayette, they're at the top of the class. A little less than a decade ago. They've had some struggles since then, but now appear to be back on the way up. And, of course, you got to build a program with the middle school program connections and things like that. It takes a lot to get it back going, doesn't it?
It does, and I think also the addition of what's the new school that was just built down here?
Frederick Douglass.
Frederick Douglass. With the addition of Frederick Douglass, that's also made it a little bit tougher to be able to rebuild your program because you have kids going there also, and they're such a dominant program. A lot of kids in Lexington want to go to that school, so it's hard to get the talent that you want at your schools when you're a Lafayette.
Lafayette back out on the field. Tates Creek has come back out to at the opposite end. Coach Jonathan Hawks and the Commodores. Coach Hawks in his third year at Tates Creek, 16-14 the record. He was a pretty good player himself, an undrafted free agent signed by the New Orleans Saints back in 2007, played for also the Kentucky Horsemen in the Indoor Football League in 2008 and 2009. Tates Creek, a little bit about their playoff history. The Commodores were quarterfinalists in 4A in 1988, 89, and 90. A good run there. Semifinals in 4A in 1976, 99, 2000, 2001, and in 6A back in 2019, and runners-up back in 78 in 4A football. And then in 4A football in 98, they lost to Mayo by a score of 31-7. And they were state champs in 2A back in 1972, which has been, 52 years ago now. Doesn't seem possible, but it has. And they beat Blazer that year by a score of 16-7. They got their last 10-win season back in 2001 at 10-4. So the Commodores trying to build it back now, and they have a lead tonight, trying to get their second straight win. They lead 19-10 here at halftime. And let's tell you about our Mathnasium Scholar athlete tonight, and he is a Lafayette player, Jackson Stevens. We've called his name quite a few times here in the first half. He's carried the ball. He's also played well on defense, 5'9", 170-pound senior, 43 tackles coming in to this game on the defensive side, 27 of them solo. And then on offense, we've seen him in the running back position and toting the football for Lafayette tonight. And as far as numbers are concerned, how about this one? His grade point average at 4.63, and that is outstanding, KJ. I've not been in that territory myself, but that is an outstanding performance academically by Jackson Stevens, who's a good football player too.
It really is, and hats off to him. I've never even been close to anything like that, so to be able to get a 4.6 GPA, that really shows hard work and dedication that he has in the classroom.
So he is our Mathnasium Scholar Athlete of the Week. Tonight's Scholar Athlete of the Week presented by Mathnasium, changing lives through math. We are just about ready for the second half of this one. Looking forward to this one. Been a good ball game through the first half, and have every reason to think this will be a good competitive ball game in the second half as well, as the Commodores and Generals go at it.
For Lafayette here, you did lose a little bit of momentum giving up that big touchdown, but as you see here, Tates Creek gets the ball first, so just get a big stop right here and get that ball back to your offense. And if you're Tates Creek here, you want to just continue to feed the ball to Evans, put together a nice drive here and put some points up on the board and just take control of this game.
Last year's game went to Tates Creek 42-16 over Lafayette at Tates Creek, and since 1998, the series just about even. Lafayette has won 14 games, Tates Creek 13, and the Commodores have won the last 3. So a very competitive rivalry here in Lexington, Lafayette and Tates Creek. Here's the kick to start the second half. That one taken back at the 10-yard line. Down the sideline he goes and off and out of bounds. Bell Pointer, the return man for Tates Creek. 24 is going to be the line of scrimmage for the Commodores as they get things going in the second half. So an opportunity for Tates Creek to build on that lead.
Yeah, and I really like to see the adjustments that Lafayette came out and made here in the second half. And I don't think Tates Creek really switched anything up again. Just getting the ball to Evans, and whenever the defense is playing up, just throwing the deep ball again to the Cooper twins.
Luke Cooper, a couple of touchdown catches in that first half.
And we see Tates Creek here coming out in a heavy set. You see the I formation right here with the big fullback back there. So now they're going with the run.
There's Evans, and he crosses the 25 to about the 27.
He's right there. Looks like just a stretch play over there to the weak side of the field. And seen Evans breaking a few tackles over there.
Yeah, he's got it to the 28. Tackle made by Jackson Stevens, who we just mentioned a minute ago as our scholar athlete. So a second down for the Commodores. Second down and about 7.
Again, we see him coming out in the I formation again, something that we didn't see in the first half.
Here's the handoff, and Evans has it, crosses the 30, and gets close to first down yardage near the 34-yard line. Now that gives him an extra step or two to get started, doesn't it?
It does, and we see him go with the stretch again right there, and Lafayette knew it was coming, had a guy in the backfield almost taking Evans down, but able to break away from that and still pick up some good yards and bring it to a 3rd and short. It's almost as if Lafayette knows what's coming. It's just how can you stop it?
Commodores come up to the line of scrimmage. Burnside, the quarterback. He's got Evans beside him in that backfield now. The snap, and the give is to Evans. And he's up to the 40-yard line. That'll be good for a first down for Tates Creek.
We see him go back to the shotgun right there, and again, just giving it to Evans. It's the recipe here.
They'll call it the 41-yard line, and it is nearly to the 41. 1st and 10 for Tates Creek as the Commodores come out on the move in the second half, start of the third quarter.
It really wouldn't shock me here if Evans just got the ball every single play on this drive, because here you really just want to hold the clock.
This time they are going to throw, and Luke Cooper couldn't hang on. Scramble for the football, but that was a forward pass, an incomplete pass, and he must have just looked ahead because that ball looked like it was right in his hands.
Yeah, rare drop right there from Cooper. I think he's just thinking about the play down the field before he actually hauled the ball in.
Yeah, normally a very reliable receiver, as we saw in the first half and as Tates Creek has seen all year. But that time he didn't hang on, and so the incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10 from the 41 for Tates Creek as we near the 10-minute mark in the third quarter, 10:08 as we start this play. And Burnside takes it, hands it off. Here is Evans. Here he goes, and they may not catch him this time. He is at the 20, the 10, 5, and a touchdown.
And just give the ball to Evans. That's all I got to say. Give the ball to Evans, and he'll do the rest. See right there, breaking some tackles, and they may have a flag back, though.
Well, let's see if this is going to stand. Play was 59 yards, but we saw Evans' power and speed that time, but players are heading back upfield.
And penalties have just killed Tates Creek. That's been about 3 big plays that have come back because of a penalty.
Personal foul against the Commodores. And so that'll bring it back. So the run by Evans, well, it looked great, but it won't count. And back they come.
And with that run, I think Evans may have well been on his way to passing the 1,000-yard rushing, the 1,000 rushing yards tonight.
That's right. He was at, 838 coming in. And he has had a big night tonight, and that was a big play, but that one is nullified by the penalty. And
those are the plays you just can't have, especially a personal foul in that situation.
Now back to the 30-yard line for Tates Creek. So it is second down for the Commodores, but now it's about 21 to get a first. And they thought they had 6 points on the board just a moment ago.
Yeah, and as I've said, these penalties have just killed Tates Creek tonight. There's been a multitude of plays that have just been called back because of silly penalties.
Here's the snap, and it's Evans again. This time he's brought down.
Looked like he had a bit of running room right there, but nice open field tackle right there by 13, Landon Baker.
Yeah, Landon Baker, a nice play in the open field. We talked about how difficult it is to bring Evans down, and it takes a good fundamental tackle, and that's what he executed that time, and the play stopped at the 31-yard line. So a third down and 19 coming up for Tates Creek.
And I would expect Lafayette to be prepared for the deep ball, especially after they've been burnt on it so many times today.
So Luke Cooper at the bottom of your screen. JT Cooper next to him.
You see Luke and JT down there. I'd expect maybe Luke to be on a fly route and JT to be on a post.
Burnside gets some pressure, still wanting to throw. Now he just pitches it forward to Luke Cooper. He's at the 45, the 50, crosses midfield, and is shoved out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Well, that time looked like Cooper recognized the situation and got back where his quarterback could just push it forward to him. But a penalty flag again.
These flags are just killing Tates Creek tonight. And that flag looked to be kind of late. You see the versatility of Burnside right there.
So an ineligible receiver downfield. You saw Burnside scrambling, and that can happen sometimes on a scramble, and he ended up just almost backhanding the ball forward in the pass to Cooper. But ineligible receiver downfield, and now it's still third down, and now they've got 3rd and 24.
And it's amazing how Tates Creek still has the lead tonight. I mean, we've seen about 200 yards taken off of offense because of penalties. We've seen a touchdown taken away on this drive, and then another big, about 20, 30-yard play right there taken away because of another penalty. We see him back in the 3rd and 24.
3rd and 24. Burnside looking and throwing long. Here's Cooper out there, and he's got it at the 32-yard line near the 30 in Lafayette territory. Luke Cooper.
And at this point, I'm just not sure what coverage that Lafayette's playing. On a 3rd and 24, you just cannot give up a deep route like that. And you've seen Cooper running wide open down the field. It had to have been a busted coverage. And we see another penalty after the play.
Well, the play took them to the 31. Now we see the officials conferring. Luke Cooper again with another catch and another strong throw from Burnside, putting it up high, but he's putting it in the right place, and the receiver catches it in full stride.
And I'm just not sure what coverage the Lafayette is running on these plays.
They're going to wave that penalty off. No flag. First down, Tates Creek at the Lafayette 31-yard line.
And in a situation like that, as for Lafayette, you have to get off the field on a 3rd and 24. That's a play that you cannot give up.
Here's the snap, and the give is to Evans. He cuts at the 30s, at the 25, the 20, and dragged down from behind inside the 10-yard line.
We see Evans right there in the outside zone, and again showing his quick cut ability and breaking a few tackles.
B.J. Evans having a huge night for Tates Creek. 5'10", 200-pound senior. Talked about his power and his speed. You've seen it on display tonight. And he gets the Commodores down to about the 7-yard line. 1st and goal from the 7 for Tates Creek. They're trying to add to a 19-10 lead. Here's the give to Evans. Hits to the 5 and close to the end zone. And it is a touchdown.
And amazing how Tates Creek has this lead, and that's Evans' first touchdown of the game. Just shows the versatility that they have on the offensive side of the ball over there.
I think he had 3 against Dunbar. And now Evans has crossed the goal line on a 7-yard run.
And so many opportunities here for Lafayette to get off the field and eventually just giving up the touchdown.
Evans is a pretty good option on a 2-point try, too, isn't he?
Yes. Wouldn't shock me if they gave it to him right here.
Here's the snap. He's got it. Turns. Heads for that goal line. And he made it.
And if I'm not mistaken, Evans has a few 2-point conversions on the season.
He does. And he just added one there. So 8 more points on the board for the Commodores. And they now lead it 27-10. 8:10 to go in this third quarter here at Lafayette. And we will take a break right now, and we will come back for more football at Lafayette in just a moment on Glycon.
A tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7.
It's making me kind of mad watching this. Like, I didn't give a 3rd and 24 right there. That's just...
Tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Set to go. Hitchcock to kick for the Commodores, who have opened up a 27-10 lead. Kickoff taken at the 8-yard line. And a good return by Stevens, but a penalty marker down.
Really good return right there.
Giannone
was able to break away, and again we see another penalty flag coming down.
Christian Giannone with the nice return. He was stopped at about the 38. Go ahead.
I was going to say, we've really seen Tates Creek just run away with this game in the last 2 possessions they've had, and this could easily be a 3-point game still, but just some busted coverages and just some deep down the field plays that Tates Creek's been able to convert.
There was a sideline warning against Lafayette, so the ball will be at the 38. Well, Lafayette now, with 8:02 to go in the third, they need a score now. They need to get back into it if they're going to try to come back and win this thing, trailing by 17. Here's the snap. Peyton hands it off. J.J. Richardson on the carry up to the 42.
And a good run right there by Richardson. One of the few runs we've seen tonight from Lafayette, but good job right there picking up some good yardage.
So 2nd down and 6 for Lafayette following the 4-yard gain by Richardson. They are now at the 42 in their own territory. He's got it again, Richardson does. Out to the left and gets to across the 45 to about the 48 and close to a 1st down.
We see Richardson's swiftiness right here, making some cuts in the teeth of the defense.
Detrell Johnson in on the stop for Tates Creek. So it'll be 3rd down and about a yard to go for the Generals. So an important 1st down to be picked up here from the Lafayette point of view. See Makai Taylor back in there for Lafayette. Now we're set to go on 3rd and 1. Peyton takes it himself, pushes the pile, and they push back.
You see the quarterback sneak right there. Not sure if they got that one or not. Really close call here.
So that is good for a first down. Generals pick up for them an important first down. Trying to keep this drive going and get that score a little closer. 27-10 Tates Creek.
And in a situation like this, you are down 3 possessions. You want to stick with what you do best and go with the game plan, but you don't want to move too slowly here as time is against you.
Just short of the 50-yard line. They'll be starting from their own 49, 1st and 10 on this series. Now the snap, and Payton quickly comes up with it and fires. Got his man over toward the 40, 41-yard line.
Good job right there getting the ball to Taylor. Had a guy right in his face, but able to still get that pass off.
Tristan Taylor, the wide receiver, just 5'7", 152 pounds. He's got first down yardage on that play. Tristan Taylor, a junior. And a good throw by the quarterback, the left-hander, as he was moving to his right. Now from the 41. There's Taylor again. Spins his way to about the 36.
And this time getting the ball to Taylor in the backfield on a handoff. I love how versatile he is. You've seen him play before, getting the ball to him on a pass, and I said here lined up in the backfield on the run.
Yeah, on the carry that time, Tristan Taylor. So 36 will be the line of scrimmage. Second down and about 6 for Lafayette. Clock running, under 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Tates Creek with a third quarter score, and they're up by 17. Coleman to the top of the screen to the left of the quarterback, Payton. Straight back to throw. Throws to his right and short of Tristan Taylor.
Looks like he was looking for Taylor again right there, but threw it just a bit before he was ready for it and unable to adjust to that pass.
So it'll be a third down and 6 situation for Lafayette. They need a score here, so I would think 4 down territory. Ball marked at the 36-yard line in Tates Creek territory. An important drive for Lafayette as they send Coleman again to the top of the screen to the left of Payton. Stevens in motion, and now a quick one over the middle, and that one is caught at the 30 by Taylor to the 20, the 10, inside the 10, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Taylor just making that play all by himself. You've seen just a screen pass, and he's able to break a multitude of tackles and able to get that touchdown. That was just will right there.
A touchdown to Tristan Taylor. A lot of speed, a lot of quickness, and some moves on that run, and now a very important score for Lafayette is on the board. 27-16 the score.
And I think Lafayette has figured out what's worked and to get the ball to Tristan Taylor.
Yeah, 4:15 to go, third quarter. He was a huge part of that drive.
Now it's just up to that Lafayette defense to get a stop.
Trail by 11. And now shifting into the formation, and Gratz will try the extra point. Cale Locklear to hold. And the kick is on its way, and it is good. And Lafayette is back to within 10 at 27-17, 4:15 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a break and come right back to Lafayette in just a moment here on Glycod.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Creek on top. Lafayette has just scored to close the gap to 10. Interested in a corporate partnership with Glycod on our high school athletics platform or have a programming idea? Drop us a note at glycod.com. So Lafayette back in it now, trailing by 10 as Grants gets ready to kick off for the Generals. That one skips on by and into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Well, that put some life back in the Lafayette team and the crowd, and Tristan Taylor quite a spark on that last drive.
Yeah, and I would expect them to just keep giving him the ball, whether it's throwing it to him or giving it to him in the backfield, because he's shown that he's the guy that can make some big plays. I said now Lafayette defense just has to clean up the mistakes. We've just seen a lot of busted coverages and just plays that should have been touchdowns.
Tates Creek goes on the offense, ball at the 20-yard line. And the snap they give to Evans. 20 crosses the 25 and gets up close to the 30.
And right there you just see a simple halfback dive, and Evans just doing as he's been doing all night, picking up big yardage, running right through the teeth of that Lafayette defense.
B.J. Evans closing in on that 1,000-yard rushing mark for the year if he hasn't already passed it.
And if you're Lafayette, a halfback dive is just a play that should not be going for 10 yards on the first down, especially when you have the box loaded like that.
Here's the snap again. It is Evans, and he's got first down yardage to about the 34. Matthew Harden, the stop for Lafayette.
Right there you see a good stop. He's only able to pick up about 2 yards there.
Yeah, it was a first down play, of course, and now it is second down, 2nd and 8. Here's the snap. This time they fake it to Evans, and it's fired out to the right toward Hale.
It looks like a play action right there, and it looks like he was looking for J.T. Cooper, just unable to get the ball all the way to him. Looks like it took a little skip before it got there.
So now 3rd and 8 coming up for Tates Creek from the 33-yard line. This time Evans back behind the quarterback Burnside. He takes it, turns, and gives it to Evans. He's up across the 35, trying to work his way forward. Gets to about the 38, 39-yard line. He'll be short of the first down, but he made a good bid for one right there, and it'll be 4th and short.
Again, you see Tates Creek going to the pistol set right there and going with the stretch play to Evans. Almost able to pick up the first down, and it wouldn't shock him if they went for it right here.
4th down and about 2 from the 39-yard line for Tates Creek. The Commodores lead by 10. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
And Coach Hawkins just has tremendous belief in his guys. I love it.
And again, Evans lines up behind the quarterback Burnside. Takes it, turns, gives it to Evans. Here he goes. He's got the first down and more across the 45 to about the 46, maybe the 47-yard line. First down, Tates Creek.
The guts to be able to go with a run play on your own 38-yard line on 4th down. It's amazing, and Evans never letting him down.
And it continues to work. That's not a great surprise. Nothing against Lafayette. B.J. Evans is doing this to just about everybody that Tates Creek plays. He's very hard to bring down. A lot of speed, a lot of power.
And I easily believe that if he didn't lose a game this year due to a cancellation, he may really be the #1 leading rusher in 6A.
Burnside waits for it and now fires a quick pass out to Luke Cooper. Trying to make one man miss. He does, still on his feet at the 50 and crosses into Lafayette territory at about the 47-yard line.
And we see just a screen pass right there and just poor tackling from Lafayette right there. Allowing Cooper to pick up some extra yardage after contact.
So it is at the 47. In Lafayette territory, so Tates Creek on the move.
The only thing that's really stopped this Tates Creek offense tonight is themselves, just big penalties bringing them back. But other than that, Lafayette defense has just had no answer for anything that this Tates Creek offense has thrown at them.
Coming up on the 1 minute mark of the third quarter.
And right here, I'd be looking for Luke Cooper on the deep ball. You see, his second and short's been a time when they've taken some deep shots.
This time they're going to go with Stephen Jones, who gets outside, spins nicely, and gets an extra yard or two. And he's down close to the 40-yard line.
And we see an outside stretch right there and another flag coming in after a big game, after a nice game.
Jackson Stevens on the stop, but let's see what the call is now, as Stephen Jones made a nice run on that play, made a good move. Go against Tates Creek.
As I was just saying, penalties have been the only thing that have stopped this Tates Creek offense. Just so many penalties have just knocked them behind the sticks. We had a lot of times they've been able to overcome those, though, and still pick up some big gains afterwards.
That one pushes them back to the 43-yard line. So now a second down play coming up, and now it's second and about 13. Evans in the backfield, and again it's Luke Cooper out wide to the left. And the snap to Burnside. Looks to throw this time. Still looking. Now he's going to take off with it. Now tries to shovel it up ahead to Evans. That's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and I think that's one right there. Burnside just should have just kept that one himself and just took off. Had a lot of room in front of him, but I love how he loves to share the ball and try to get it to Evans to pick up some yardage.
Yeah, it looked like Burnside had a pretty good head of steam himself by that time, and maybe could have gotten a few more yards, but he saw Evans out there.
And Burnside's burst of speed is amazing, as you said. I was about to take off right there through the middle, but decided to throw it.
You can also understand why you want to get the ball in Evans' hands, too. So, at that time, the pass fell incomplete. It's now 3rd and 13 for Tates Creek at the 43. Burnside again looking to throw. Moves to his right and fires downfield. That's incomplete.
Looks like he tried to throw a sidearm pass right there. Looked like he was looking for his guy, Rylan Messer.
So a 4th down play coming now for Tates Creek, and Luke Cooper will set up for the punt.
And you see this 4th down here just a little bit too long for them to go for it here. And good job for that Lafayette defense picking up a stop here. And Lafayette has some momentum going into this 4th quarter here, getting a touchdown on the last drive and then picking up a stop.
Cooper takes it. He's going to take off with it. He's at the 40, 45, 50, turns the corner, gets to the 45, spins, and almost to the 40-yard line. Looks like he's got the necessary yardage.
And again, that just hurts if you're Lafayette. You had him tackled, stopped before the yardage, and he's able to break a few tackles and pick up that extra yardage to get that 1st down.
And with that play, we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Tates Creek 27 and Lafayette 17. The Commodores will have a 1st down when we come back. We'll take a break and be back with the 4th quarter in just a moment.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Fourth quarter action coming up. Keith Elkins along with KJ Jones, Katie Atkins, Chris McGilligan, our co-producers tonight. Abby Powers has served as our camera operator. And we're glad you joined us. It's been a good football game to watch tonight. Tates Creek and Lafayette, and the Commodores just picked up the first down on the fake punt, and now they're in business at the Lafayette 41. 1st and 10 for Tates Creek. Darnell Burnside back out there at quarterback. Hands it off. There is Evans. He's across the 30 and down to about the 27-yard line.
Really good play right here to start off the fourth quarter for Tates Creek, and nice run right there from Evans, as we've seen a lot tonight.
So now to the 28-yard line, a 13-yard gain for B.J. Evans.
For Tates Creek here, you really have to try to get a turnover here, whether it be a pick or be punching out at the ball, but you really have to get that turnover to get it back to your offense to have a chance to win this game.
They're down by 10. Tates Creek on the move again. Snap and the handoff. There's Stephen Jones. He hits into the middle for a gain down to about the 21-yard line. Matthew Harden in on the stop for Lafayette.
Tates Creek here with really three dynamic runners. You see Burnside can take it and run it. We know B.J. Evans can run it. And right there you see Stephen Jones getting it. He's gotten a few carries tonight and gotten some good yardage.
So down to the 21, pickup of 7, 2nd and 3. Snap to Burnside, and he's looking, throwing toward the end zone, and that's another touchdown. That is Cooper again.
And if I'm not mistaken, both Cooper brothers have 2 touchdown catches tonight, so a really big game from both of these brothers here.
Yeah, Luke Cooper that time made the catch. He has been the target for Burnside on frequent occasions tonight, and they like him down there around the end zone, and he got out there, got himself open, and nice pass again from Burnside. The touchdown catch made to make it 33-17.
Yeah, Burnside has been really accurate tonight, putting the ball right in the breadbasket for his receivers.
10:47 to go, a 28-yard touchdown pass.
Right here, you know they love to give the ball to Evans.
He's got it. Trying to get to that end zone. This time he did not make it.
So he may have been just short.
So a good stop for Lafayette, but that leaves the score at 33-17 now. Tates Creek on top by 16 with 10:47 to go in the ball game. We'll take a break and come right back in just a moment here on Glycod.
On the road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Back for the kickoff now following the Tates Creek touchdown. And there will be a return on this one. Here is Taylor. He has broken it to the 45, 50. Let's see if they can catch him. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20. And he is all the way into the end zone. Touchdown on the kickoff return by Tristan Taylor.
And what an amazing run right there. Just a man on a mission, not being stopped. Able to break the angle of the kicker, and it was off from there.
Well, he has tremendous speed, of course, but it's more than that, isn't it, KJ? Because he has some shiftiness about him and has a good instinct for where he needs to be.
Yeah, and really good vision right there, being able to find the open hose. And we've seen a multitude of guys with big games tonight. Really good game here we have on our hands. A lot of action here tonight.
The kickoff return by Tristan Taylor makes it 33-23. Well, Lafayette absolutely needed something like that. And now they are back to within 10. Still 10:35 to go, so Lafayette is very much in the game. Generals come back out now for the extra points try. Peyton, the quarterback, has it. Rolls to his left, throws, it's caught, but short of the end zone.
And I like the play call there, just pass a little bit behind him. If you could have hit him on the run, I think he may have been able to get that one in.
So they come up short on the try, and that leaves the score at 33-23. Tates Creek on top with 10:35 to go, and nothing lifts team spirits like a long kickoff return, and that's what they got from Taylor, and he has really stepped it up here in the second half, KJ.
Yeah, I think both teams here, it's really been an offensive shootout here in the second half, and both teams just exploding here.
So 10:35 to go. And we're now at 33-23. Lafayette back out for the kickoff. Jackson Grants will boot it away. Plenty of scoring, plenty of action tonight. This one's been a fun one for the fans, and somebody's going to lose it, but it's a fun one for players to participate in, too.
And for a game that was 19-10 at halftime, I don't think anybody expected this offensive explosion here in the second half. We still have 10.5 minutes to go.
Jackson Grants on the field. He'll do the kicking for Lafayette. And we'll get a penalty there. Lafayette trying to get that football right back. So offsides against the Generals. And they'll step it off to the 35. We'll try it again. Jackson Grants, versatile player, wide receiver, kicker, defensive back. Just a sophomore, 5'11", 170 pounds. Wearing number 1, he approaches the football again. And this time, low trajectory, and that one's going to sail out of bounds.
The amount of penalties we've seen in this game is just crazy. And again, you see Tates Creek going to get some good starting field position here.
Ball went out of bounds near the 18-yard line. So first down for Tates Creek as they take over. They'll be at the 35-yard line, so excellent field position for the Commodores. Darnell Burnside ready to take that snap. He's got it. Gives it quickly to Evans at the 35 and just across the 35. So essentially no gain for Evans that time. They were ready.
I know a rare sight, though. You've seen him stopped for no gain tonight, but really good job by Lafayette. And I feel like they really want to win this game now and are stepping it up.
Give him 1, 2nd and 9 now from the 36.
If you're Tates Creek here, you can't start getting conservative because this is still a close game. I mean, still 10 minutes to go, and Lafayette scored on their last few drives.
Cooper Twins out to the left, to the top of your screen. That's Hale in motion. And the throw goes quickly out to Luke Cooper at the 35, and he's brought down. A nice tackle out there.
Again, trying to get the screen pass to Luke Cooper there, but Lafayette right on top of it. And, I mean, they're in a 3rd and long here now.
Landon Baker with the nice tackle.
If Lafayette can get off the field here and stop Tates Creek, I think they have a pretty good chance.
So a big play here for the Lafayette defense and the Tates Creek offense, 3rd and 8.
You can also hear the crowd starting to get into the game, and I think they really believe too.
Lafayette down by 10 as we approach the 9-minute mark in the 4th quarter. Again, Luke Cooper out to the top of your screen to the left.
And you know who you have to look out for on this play, the Cooper brothers. I don't think they'll go with the run here.
Burnside ready to throw. He's going to throw long for Luke Cooper, and a little too long that time as the ball bounces in front of him down near the 20-yard line. So Lafayette does apparently get it stopped.
And it looks like Cooper had a step on him, just the ball a little bit overthrown there. But really good stop right here for Lafayette, getting the ball back to their offense with almost 9 minutes left.
So Luke Cooper hustles back the upfield. He is the punter, and I expect he'll boot this one away, although we know obviously he will take off with it if he sees that he's got a good situation. But 4th and 8 here and a 10-point lead, 9 minutes to go in the game.
And I think Lafayette will play it safe here with some defenders on the ball.
Cooper moves to his right and then kicks, and it is taken at the 27-yard line up to the 35, to the 40, and then tossed down at Stevens.
And some really good strong running right there for Stevens, and I love how this game's going, the intensity both these teams are playing with.
Yeah, trying to keep things calm right now as Lafayette takes possession again there at the 47-yard line. Nice return by Stevens, so excellent field position for Lafayette as they try to battle their way back from what was at one time a 17-point deficit.
I think it just took a little bit for Lafayette to wake up, but I love the intensity they're playing with now, and you can really see the aggression out there and the belief that these guys have now.
Lafayette goes on offense at the 47-yard line in their own territory. 1st and 10, Generals at the 47 with 8:41 to go. Rance Payton, running backs to either side. Here's Payton ready, and he gives it to Taylor across the 50 to about the 48-yard line in Tates Creek territory.
Like a false start there, though.
Yeah, a little bit of movement.
These referees have really got a workout tonight, though, on that flag.
Yes, they have. See what the call is. It's going to set Lafayette back. Illegal shift is the call. A 5-yard penalty against Lafayette, and that'll go back to the 42-yard line. So a 1st and 15 situation for Lafayette now. Generals get set now with Giannone in motion to the right. And he'll set up out there. Now Taylor out that way. And the pass goes short across the middle, caught at the 45, the 50, and then down to the 40-yard line, and a penalty at the end of the play.
And we've seen some amazing plays right there.
Harrison Stevens with the catch, number 20.
Nice job just dumping it off to Stevens there and him doing the rest himself.
Stevens is just a freshman, 5'10", 160. Seen a lot of action tonight.
And it looks like it was a defender right by him that was laying on the ground, and he's able to just run around him and pick up some good yardage.
The play right now has the ball at the 41-yard line. But a face mask penalty is the call against the Commodores. So we'll see that one stepped off.
And this Tates Creek team, they really cannot start to play relaxed here and get penalties and give up big plays because there's still a lot of game left to be played here. And if Lafayette gets a score here, they're well within this game.
So now down to the 25-yard line as the penalty is stepped off as we hit the 8-minute mark.
And we can expect the ball to be in Tristan Taylor's hands in these next few plays.
Peyton waits, takes the snap, turns, and he's going to throw. Throws for the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown.
Really nice play right there.
Taylor with the catch. Tarazzi Taylor.
And you seen just
senior.
You seen just single coverage right there and just throwing it up and giving this guy a chance. And we've seen a lot of fly routes, I feel like, caught tonight.
That gets a big cheer from this Lafayette crowd and makes it 33-29. With still 7:39 to go in the ball game.
Some real amazing stuff here from Lafayette, covering a 17-point deficit, cutting it all the way down to 3 here.
And that's what Grants will try to do. Jackson Grants, the place kicker. Flag goes in the air as he makes the kick, and we'll see. It was a dead ball foul.
The amount of big plays we've seen in this game, I feel like we've been watching a video game.
So we'll set up now after the penalty. Lead down to 4. Well, the penalty declined. Now they'll set up for the extra point. Ball is down, the kick is away, and it is good. And Lafayette is within 3.
And again, we see another penalty flag thrown.
Yep. So we'll have to see what results from that. Right now, though, we've got a 33-30 score. Personal foul against Tates Creek. That'll be enforced on the kickoff. 33-30. Lafayette is pulled back within 3. 7:39 to go. We'll take a break and be right back in just a moment on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Lafayette prepares to kick off now, down by just 3. And with the penalty, they'll be kicking off from the Tates Creek 45-yard line. And that one will be booted out of the end zone. So a touchback, and Tates Creek will take it over. And now some pressure on that offense to produce some more points.
Lafayette getting some big stops on the last 2 defensive possessions. So let's see if they can get another one here and get that ball back to their offense and tie up the game or maybe even take the lead.
So the ball at the 20-yard line for the Commodores. They send J.T. Cooper wide right to the bottom of the screen. Luke Cooper to the other side. Here is Burnside handing to Evans. They go back to him, and he's up across the 24 to about the 25-yard line.
See him running with that aggression again. The last possession we've seen Lafayette able to get him for a stop for no gain, actually.
That seems like a very sound strategy, not just because Evans is a great player, but to go back to the ground game, kind of grind things out, get a good long drive going if they can.
Yeah, you want to waste some clock right here.
Coming up on the 7-minute mark as Tates Creek lines it up for a 2nd and 5 play from the 25. Snap to Burnside, hands it off. That is Jones, I believe, and he's up across the 35-36 yard line. Stephen Jones.
Yeah, Jones again on the carry right there, and the speed back right there, just bursting right through the hole and picking up a good gain.
A first down for Tates Creek on the carry by Jones. He's a nice compliment to Evans in there, isn't he?
Yeah. Really yin and yang. One is more of a power back and one is more of a speed back.
Here's the snap. Jones again, this time across the 40, breaks out to the 50 and into Lafayette territory near the 45-yard line.
And again, showing off the speed right there. And like I said, just blasting away from the defense.
6.5 minutes to go as Stephen Jones, a couple of big carries for Tates Creek at the Lafayette 47-yard line. First down, Commodores, leading by just 3.
You see the Cooper twins lined up to the weak side. Again, going to Jones. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
And Jones this time hammers into that left side again, gets across the 45, down near the 43. Second down play coming. Second down and about 5 or 6 for Tates Creek, so a good first down gain. The snap, and now Evans has it. He's to the 40, 35, cuts left at the 30, headed for the corner of the end zone, and he's got the touchdown. B.J. Evans, a big score for Tates Creek, and a big run for Evans as we saw a couple of carries from Jones, but then he went right back to Evans, and he delivered.
Yeah, big run right there, and thank goodness no flags on that play, bringing it back, and see Evans making some big cuts and taking it all the way.
Tates Creek badly needed that score. They lead now 39-30, just 5:33 to go in the ball game. Evans, who had a late score in their win over Dunbar last week, puts a fourth quarter touchdown on the board again this week. And the kick is blocked. So that leaves it at 39-33. Following the run by Evans, 39-30, I should say, a 9-point lead for the Tates Creek Commodores. 5:33 to go in the ball game. And we'll take a break and come right back with the kickoff in just a moment on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back just following the kickoff, which went into the end zone, touchback.
Really excited to see what Lafayette does here on offense, scoring the last few possessions. I'd really like to see him score it again here and make it in the game again.
They trail by 9 with 5:33 to go, but as we've seen, they are capable of scoring quickly. See Harrison Stevens in that backfield along with the quarterback, Rance Payton. Payton a senior, Stevens a freshman. And here come the Generals from the 20-yard line. The snap to Payton, looking to throw. Fires out to his right, incomplete, going for Locklear.
Yeah, looking for Locklear right there on the out route, just a little bit too far out of his reach.
So it'll be a second down and 10 for Lafayette from the 20. to the sideline for that play. They've got a number of players they can go to. We've talked about their balance on offense. Here's the throw by Payton. That one is broken up, well covered that time, as Greer was there.
It looks like he
knock it away.
Looks like he was looking for Taylor again, but he was double covered right there. I don't think this one that he should have threw. Luckily, he wasn't intercepted.
That was pretty well covered. Tristan Taylor, the intended receiver, on that play, batted away for an incomplete pass, and now 3rd and 10. And on 3rd and 10, here is Payton ready to throw and fires down the middle, and a leaping attempt by Tristan Taylor. Yeah, but it's incomplete. Made a nice try for that ball down the middle, and now it's 4th down for Lafayette.
And I love the effort there from Taylor, trying to bring out his inner Odell Beckham Jr., trying to make a one-handed catch, but just not able to bring it in there.
He's done a lot for the Generals here in this second half. Couldn't quite bring that one in, and now it is 4th down and just 5:17 left in this game. Each team with the full complement of timeouts left. Grants is on.
And a really tough situation here for Lafayette. You're down 2 possessions, but you're on your own territory on 4th down, so kind of a situation where you kind of have to punt it.
So Jackson Grants is in there to do just that, apparently, and he will stand at about this 8-yard line. Brings that snap down and then boots it away. That one across the 40 and to about the 36-yard line, and that's where Tates Creek will have to start. So Grant's got him out of some trouble there. Pretty good field position for the Commodores, but they might have been expecting a little better after that punt, but a pretty good punt by Grants as pushed Tates Creek back a bit to the 35, and now with 5:07 to go, the Commodores will try to build on a 9-point lead or just run off some clock primarily. So we'll see what they do on 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line in their own territory. Now we hear the whistles again before that play was run. Well, we've seen the substitution rule enforced a few times tonight, too, KJ. Been a variety on the penalties.
Yeah, I'm really amazed to see the penalty yardage at the end of this game. Well over 100.
Now 1st down and 5, and now I think we're going to get a Lafayette timeout. So they take their first timeout with 5:07 to go, and we will keep it right here. And Tates Creek trying to close out this victory here, but it's been a tough one for them and a fun game to watch, as this has been, as we said we would expect tonight, a very competitive game between these two district rivals.
Yeah, it started off really slow, but here we just seen an offensive explosion. We've seen about 40 points here scored in the second half, and loved every part of it.
Well, the ball will be at the 40-yard line. I think Tates Creek is in pretty good position to try to grind out some time with Evans in their backfield. We've seen Jones break some nice runs here recently too, but Evans would be the workhorse I would think that you'd want to go to at this point if you're going to try to run some clock in addition to pushing the ball down the field.
For sure. You really want your bruiser running back in there right now because you know that they're going to be bringing the pressure, and they said they've been loading the box all game, but maybe even putting more guys in the box and no tight press coverage on the outside.
And, of course, you always want to hold on to the football, but especially in situations like this, the ball security becomes a really important factor. 1st and 5 for the Commodores. Long count, and now they give his to Evans. And he is stopped, though, short of the 40-yard line.
Good first down play right there, stopping Evans, and that's where it starts at. See if they can put together 2 more stops here and get that ball back.
Actually 2nd and 6 now from the 39-yard line. About 4.5 minutes to go with the clock running. You see J.T. Cooper now at the bottom of your screen. Another one of those threats for Tates Creek in the passing game. So on 2nd down, they're likely to stick on the ground, I would think, here. And the snap is dropped, and the quarterback Burnside is going to have to just dive on the football back on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, sloppy play here starting off this drive here and really backing them up, and really good for Lafayette.
So now 3rd down and about 15 yards to go. Well, they really hadn't had much trouble with the snaps tonight, but that time that one got away from Burnside.
We know that Tates Creek's not shy to throwing the deep ball in situations like this, so you really got to watch out.
3rd and 15, but this time they go to Evans. Spins out of trouble, but then finally is hauled down. It's like Harden, Matthew Harden, number 23, on the stop. A good tackle of Evans, and so they get the stop with 3:20 to go. And Lafayette now has forced Tates Creek into the 4th and 15 situation. And Luke Cooper will set up again in an apparent punt formation. He's back on about the 17, 18-yard line. Jackson Stevens, backing up a little bit now to his 25. Set to receive for Lafayette. Here is Cooper. Takes a couple of steps forward, and then the ball is deflected. Brought down by one of the Commodores. That was Adrian Smith. Unblocked.
Not really sure what happened on that play. Looked like he thought about taking it off for a second, but just kicked a little bit too late, and looks like he got hurt on the play also.
Might have been hurt on the play. It almost appeared to, since he ran forward, maybe as much as a block, he might have hit one of his teammates.
You just hate to see him go down like this after the big game that he's had today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Luke Cooper shaking up on the play, official time. And so they are tending to him down there at the 20-yard line with just 2:41 to go in the ball game. We'll take a break, and we'll check on his status when we come back. It's 39-30, Tates Creek on top. Lafayette about to take over. We'll be right back on Glycon.
On the road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Glycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycon.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Lafayette with tremendous field position now. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line in Tates Creek territory with 2:41 to go in the game. Here is Peyton. Has some time. Floats it over the middle, and this one's picked off. Picked off at the 20, 25, 30. And up across midfield. And the Commodores come up with a big interception. I believe that was Warren that came up with it. Lazari Warren with the interception.
A really big pick right there. It looks like he's trying to hit his guy on the post route. Just threw it a little bit short and paid the price for it.
So Tates Creek back into Lafayette territory now after the interception and the return by Lazari Warren, junior cornerback. Was down there almost waiting for that one.
And it's amazing. I think that's the first turnover of the game, and a Lafayette team averaging almost 2 turnovers a game. That's their first one.
That comes with About 2.5 minutes left in the game. 2:24 on the clock right now as Tates Creek is back on offense.
That interception really did come at the worst time possible.
Now here is Evans again across the 45 to about the 40. And that should be good for a first down.
And just dragging defenders along with them.
I'm wrong, it's just short. A second down and less than a yard for Tates Creek. We're under 2 minutes to go. Second and short for the Commodores. Looking like they may be able to hold on now. And the give to Stephen Jones. He's across the 35, the 30, and down to about the 26-yard line. Very quick running back, Stephen Jones. And that'll give Tates Creek another first down.
And Stephen Jones really scary once he gets into that open field.
They'll mark it at the 27 now.
If Tates Creek comes out with this win, a very hard-fought win. Lafayette almost coming back, but Tates Creek doing a good job hanging in there and taking the punches and coming out on top.
Tates Creek with the ball, a 1st and 10 now from the 27. Snap to Burnside. He's going to put it up, floats it out there in the corner, and a battle for it in the end zone. And did he come down with that one? He did. That was Cooper. Luke Cooper for the touchdown, and almost hopping back to the Tates Creek bench, but he's come up with another catch, and that touchdown will certainly put things out of reach with under a minute to go.
Really amazing catch right there. I thought it may have been intercepted there for a second. Way to catch that ball over double coverage.
Yeah, it looked like they had it covered up. 2 Lafayette players back there. And Luke Cooper went up and came down with the football, and it's now 45-30.
And I don't think it can be said how good Burnside's accuracy has been this game also.
Now a try for the extra point, and that is good off the foot of Hitchcock. And it'll be 46-30. Tates Creek on top now and on their way to a win here at Ishmael Stadium at Lafayette tonight with 50.3 seconds to go. And they looked like they were going to grind things out, but then had the opportunity. And, of course, with the Cooper brothers, as you mentioned, KJ, they are threats at any time, and Burnside throwing well, and they decided to go that route.
Yeah, and Coach not afraid to go for the deep ball at any point in the game, as you've seen on some 4th downs, going for some deep balls. And then again right there in a situation where you should just be running it out, taking the timeout. Again, believing in his guys and saying, I'm going to still throw you the ball, and him coming down with it to catch the touchdown.
So here's Blake Hitchcock, the junior, handling the kicking duties, approaches the football, and that one downfield going to be taken at about the 15-yard line. Up to the 20, 25. And out of bounds there, or near out of bounds, is Giannone. And we've got a flag. We've had lots of flags tonight. Still a good ball game to watch, but lots and lots of flags.
Yeah, it looks like a referee may have been knocked down right there on one of the play too. I'm amazed to see the passing yardage that Burnside has this game also.
And we don't have official numbers available to us at this point, but he has had a terrific game.
I think just about every guy on the Tates Creek offense has had a good game. You also seen B.J. Evans with some big runs.
This will go against the Generals.
It's been so much action in this game, almost don't want it to end.
Yeah, didn't catch the sign on that one, but it is against Lafayette, and it'll be stepped off here with 43.2 seconds left in the game. It'll It'll be down at the 19-yard line as Lafayette will be on offense now. Javanis Kondo is the backup quarterback, and he's in there now. He takes the snap, and he's going to throw it. Puts it up, going down the left sideline. Grants comes back for it, and not able to make the catch. Incomplete. Grant's the intended receiver.
That one looked like it was almost picked and almost caught, but eventually just falling to the ground.
Well, incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10 Lafayette. Kondo waits for the snap on the 2nd down play, rolls to his right and flips it out that way, and it's near Colton Coleman, but incomplete. Make it Cale Locklear, the intended receiver.
Lafayette may not come away with the win here tonight, but I feel like you still have to love the effort that your guys showed. I mean, being down 17 in the second half of the game and coming back and almost being able to tie the game up, I mean, it really shows a lot of fight and grit on that side of the ball.
Lafayette, we'll see their record fall to 4-4. Tates Creek will one over the 500 mark at 4-3. The snap. And the throw down field, a leaping effort, and the catch not made, but that one I think was picked off. If it is, it'll be down right at the 45-yard line.
And a good way to end the game here for Tates Creek after an impressive win.
So that'll become with 21 seconds to go. Ball will be at the 45-yard line, so it'll be the Tates Creek offense on the field at the end of this one. Commodore fans celebrating. This is the Roy Walton Bowl, the legendary coach who coached at both of these schools. So we'll get the players on the field here to run this clock out now with 21 seconds left. 46-30. Is the score. Tates Creek making some big plays tonight. There is the knee taken by the quarterback Darnell Burnside, and that should do it. Players shaking hands in this district and intra-city rivalry. It'll be Tates Creek's night tonight, though, as they get their second straight win over actually they've won the last 3. It'll be 4 in a row over Lafayette, and 46-30 is our final score tonight. Tates Creek wins it over Lafayette, 46-30 here at Lafayette High School tonight. An enjoyable, fun game to watch, and we'll start our wrap-up for it in just a moment here on Glycod.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
And we're back at Lafayette High School to begin our wrap-up tonight in a 46-30, following a 46-30 Tates Creek win over the Lafayette Generals tonight. And KJ, we were talking and speculating about the numbers. We have the numbers in hand now, and they are just as spectacular as we thought they might be.
Yeah, really eye-popping numbers here. It's almost unbelievable just looking at them.
We'll be going over some of those a little bit later, but we do want to tell you tonight's drive of the game is brought to you by Central Kentucky Driving School, raising the bar on driver education. To sign up or for more information, visit drivecky.com. Well, we had just like a number of candidates for player of the game, we had a number of candidates for drive of the game as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that we have to go with the second drive of the game. The first one for Tates Creek, and it was 4 runs to B.J. Evans, and then it got topped off with a touchdown to Luke Cooper, which is pretty much the story of the game. I mean, Luke Cooper had 3 touchdowns tonight. B.J. Evans had 256 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight. So, I mean, just an amazing game from these guys.
Really was. Statistically, just an amazing game, a fun game to watch. There weren't a huge number of penalties in the game. We'll check on those before we go off the air tonight, too. But those did not interfere with the enjoyment of the game from a fan's point of view. If you're a Lafayette fan, of course, you're disappointed with the loss, but at the same time, it was a good football game to watch. Some great high school football here in Central Kentucky tonight.
Yeah, it was an amazing game, and I think that anybody that came to this game really got their money's worth because it was action throughout the whole game.
Well, Tates Creek wins it by a score of 46-30, and we've got much more to come on our wrap-up, and we'll have a summary of some of the scoring for you. There's a lot of scoring tonight in the ball game, and then later on we'll have our players of the game. So all that's coming up on our post-game report, and we'll continue in just a moment from Lafayette High School here on Glycod.
With the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be $1 million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
To hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Back to continue our post-game report for you, and now let's take a look at tonight's scoring summary brought to you by IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Well, there's a lot of scoring to summarize tonight. KJ, Lafayette actually got out to the lead on the 25-yard field goal by Jackson Grants, but Tates Creek gave us a little preview by coming back right after that.
Yeah, just scoring all over the place here. Just score after score after score, especially in the second half tonight.
Yeah, Burnside a pass to Luke Cooper, 34 yards, put the Commodores in front 7-3. Lafayette came back. Jackson Stevens, 35-yard pass from Rance Payton, and the Generals were ahead 10-7. But Tates Creek came back, took the lead, as it turned out for good. J.T. Cooper, 7-yard touchdown pass from Burnside, and they were up 13-10 after the kick was blocked. Then it was 19-10. Cooper, J.T. Cooper, a 52-yard pass from Burnside, and then B.J. Evans, a 7-yard run, and it was 27-10. And in the third quarter, we see, in the third quarter, B.J. Evans mentioned the 7-yard run. Tristan Taylor, 36-yard pass from Rance Payton to get Lafayette closer, and then between the Cooper brothers, but we had a comeback from Lafayette, though. Tristan Taylor and Tarazzi Taylor. Excuse me just a minute. But the Commodores prevailed, so let's leave it at that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Like you said, just looking at all these stats, I mean, everybody had a good game. I mean, B.J. Evans, 250 yards rushing, and then the Cooper brothers, almost 200 yards receiving together. So, I mean, just an amazing game from them. And then just the penalties in the game. You've seen about 200 yards of penalties. The fact that Tates Creek was able to get this win with 16 penalties for 147 yards is just amazing. Just a good game all around from all these guys.
It really was, and you mentioned the statistics. We can't get past the 256-yard game from Evans.
Yeah.
He had 256 yards on 30 carries. So my voice is going to fail me here at the end of the ball game, but it was a great one to watch. And so our scoring summary winds up with a 46-30 Tates Creek win tonight. We'll take a break here and see if I can come back in just a moment, and we'll get our outstanding players of the game here on Glycod.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Things up here at Lafayette High School tonight. Let's give you some other scores here as well before we tell you about tonight's most outstanding players in this game. Henry Clay has gotten a victory, KJ. They beat Dunbar tonight 21-6. We were talking about that a little bit earlier. And Great Crossing is losing to Ryle 36-8 in the third quarter tonight. Woodford County and Scott County in a good one. They are tied 28-28 in the third. Lloyd Memorial 14, Lexington Catholic 6. They are also in the third. A final tonight, Sayre has beaten Frankfort 42-0, and Collins over Anderson County 14-7. They are in the third quarter. 11th Region Boys Soccer. Henry Clay has defeated Douglas by a 2-0 count. And there's your scoring update for this evening. And let's turn back to this game now, KJ. The 46-30 win for Tates Creek tonight. Tonight's most outstanding players are presented by Elite Building Products, locally owned and offering an outstanding selection of windows, doors, and siding. Stop in at 242 Wilson Drive in Nicholasville or visit them at elitekentucky.com. And what about the outstanding players tonight?
Okay, for Tates Creek, I had to go with the Cooper twins. I mean, it was hard to just decide between one. I mean, both guys scored a multitude of touchdowns. I mean, a lot of guys played good. B.J. Evans also had a good game, but the Cooper twins, like I said, just both good games from those two. And then for Lafayette, had to go with Tristan Taylor. I mean, he had an amazing game. I mean, he had a kickoff return, and then also he had a big reception for a touchdown at the end of the game to bring Lafayette into the game.
So you got Tristan Taylor, part of that Lafayette comeback, but they fell short as Tates Creek was able to get a clinching score, and they go on to win tonight by a score of 46-30. Those receiving numbers, Luke Cooper, 6 catches, 132 yards, 3 touchdowns. And J.T. Cooper, 3 catches, 66 yards, and 2 touchdowns tonight. Burnside, 9 of 16 in the game, 198 yards, 5 touchdown passes tonight for him, and along 52 yards to J.T. Cooper. So, and then B.J. Evans, of course, 30 carries and 256 yards over on the Lafayette side. Tristan Taylor, a couple of catches for 47 yards, and he gave the Generals a spark there in that second half. Even though the comeback did come up short tonight, and Tates Creek goes on to win by a score of 46-30. Now, coming up next Friday, we'll take a look at next week's schedule, brought to you by New Vista. They see the good ahead. Next Friday on Glycod, Friday, October 25th, 6:30 kickoff at Dunbar, Lafayette at Dunbar. Then at 7 o'clock over in southern Indiana, it's Providence at Springs Valley. That'll be a playoff game. Indiana 1A Sectional 48 quarterfinals. 7:30, Campbellsville at KCD. 7:30, Madison Central at Bryan Station. Also at 7:30, Mayo at Bullitt East. And 7:30, Trinity at Oldham County. That's all coming up next week on Glycod, and we hope you'll join us for those games then and for games throughout the season in Central Kentucky, Southern Indiana, and the Louisville area. Well, that will do it for us tonight from Lafayette High School as Tates Creek comes in here and wins it 46-30. For our producers, Katie Adkins and Chris McGilligan, and for our camera operator, Abby Powers, and for KJ Jones, I'm Keith Elkins, saying thanks very much for joining us. We appreciated having you with us as Tates Creek wins it tonight 46-30 over Lafayette. Good night from Lafayette High School on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. Tonight's game was brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. Community Action Council. New Vista. Tech 24. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. And Fast Signs.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.